Welcome into the final NFL Wild Card game. I am Tom Downey, producer Chris, once again behind the scenes for today's live show. As the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we are dual streaming today. We are live on our Buccaneers channel. Not very many subscribers there. It hasn't really done anything. We'll see if we can get some more subs today. And live on the Chat Sports YouTube channel as well for the final wild card round game coming about 13-ish minutes on ESPN as the Eagles on the road, the favorites against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two very different contrasting styles, especially looking at the points scored and points allowed. The Eagles, the number 7 scoring offense, they've been a little bit inconsistent at times. Their defense has not been very good. It is very rare you see a 11-6 team with 0.3 more points per game scored than allowed. Their defense has had issues all year, and it's a matchup of strength on strength and weakness on weakness. Tampa, number 20 scoring offense. They've not run the ball super efficiently. They've been very streaky at times this year with Baker Mayfield at the helm. The scoring defense, though, is 6th, and I would anticipate some run-heavy approaches in both of these games and middle-of-the-field attacking, especially by Philadelphia, with no A.J. Brown in this one. Now, we do have a Super Chat menu for you guys tonight. Now, if you're watching on our Bucs channel, well, you can't Super Chat, but please do subscribe if you're watching on either channel. If you're on the main Chat Sports channel, you can Super Chat. Any super, we will give you guys a shout-out. $5, we'll talk about your team. We're going to, of course, be focused on the Bucs and Eagles in a more neutral fan approach as opposed to our Eagles channel, of course, is cheering for Philadelphia. Maybe slight edge towards Tampa since we're on both streams, but we'll play it, straight man, I suppose. $10, it's a beer's cheers. As a Cowboys fan, I still want to drink more. $20 for a shot, $50 for a beer bong. If we get those, we'll have some fun on today's stream. We are also going to do the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Now, we do need at least 3 entries to run this. If we get more, great. If we don't, that is okay too. We did this on the Cowboys channel. I have yet to send out the money. So if you're watching on the Cowboys stream, I will take care of you. Up to you guys if we go beyond if we do it at all. It's totally fine for you. It's 50-50 with the pot, basically. $10 on Venmo to enter. If we don't get enough, I will simply send it back to you. Very simple from that perspective. So $10 to enter the Venmo 50-50 raffle, and $5, please help me drink. Who you got in this one? B for the Bucs and E for the Eagles. Get those comments going. I know CJ Griffith on our Bucs channel is going to be cheering for the Bucs. That would not surprise me at all. It's 58% who you got in favor of Tampa on the Chat Sports, which I find interesting. Eagles are favored. I know the vibes have been bad in Philly, and if they lose, it's going to be just as big of a meltdown as it is in Dallas right now. That's going to be interesting. So get your votes in. I'll give shout-outs here as well. Nick's Galaxy says B. KD says E. Rebuild says B. Gaming Wizard. I think I said Ken earlier. Oh, no, I didn't say Ken. Ken says B. Michael Crick says E. G. Carmela says Tampa Bay. Love it. Cheesy Weather says B. Borse says E as well. So get those votes in. Want you guys flooding the comment section all night long. What's on the line tonight is advancing to the divisional round and going on the road. The Lions will be at home. We know the matchup. We know the time and date. We just don't know who the other team is. It's Niners-Packers on Saturday, and then Sunday, 3 p.m., Lions hosting the winner of this game with the Cowboys getting embarrassed by Green Bay. It is locked into 3 versus the 4 or the 5 road games for both teams here, but at least one home playoff game locked in for Tampa Bay, which, hey, Tampa couldn't do it last year. They couldn't beat the NFC East number 5 seed who had a terrible showing in Week 18. Can they do it this year? I think the team is better, but we also put a lot of faith into Brady doing something, and it ended up not coming true from that perspective. So the quarterbacks, let's talk about the quarterbacks in this game. Hurts has not been nearly as good as he was last season. I think it is important to include, all the different types of touchdowns and rushing numbers here. Jalen Hurts completed 65% of passes, certainly not bad. 23 passing touchdowns this year, which is certainly very impressive. Nearly threw for 4,000 yards. Now, the efficiency did drop this year from a very impressive last season figure of 8.0 flat down to 7.2. He only had 23 passing touchdowns against 15 INTs. That aspect was not very good. The rushing numbers help him out significantly. At 15 rushing touchdowns this year for 605 yards, which is good. I actually don't mind the tush-push play. I know a lot of people hate it. We should make that a weigh-in. Should the tush-push be outlawed? Why for ESPN for now? But, context always important. If you're getting 15 scores, 10 of them like a yard out, that could have easily gone to DeAndre Swift. I know his fantasy owners wish it, but the quarterback sneak works for Jalen Hurts. And no one else does it as well as Philadelphia does. And if they get into short yardage, especially with Hurts battling a finger injury, they're going to do it. I would even go so far as to argue the tush-push is the closest thing to the real original football. The football founding fathers would see the forward pass and motion and shotgun and no one in the backfield and lose their minds. They would go just insane. Meanwhile, over in Tampa, Baker Mayfield putting together one of his better years as a quarterback. I've been really impressed by Baker Mayfield this year. I will say he is better when nobody believes in him. To maybe an extreme extent, the chip on the shoulder thing works well for Baker. Career high completion percentage, career high passing yards, career high touchdowns, 10 interceptions. From a rate perspective, is second lowest in his career. 2020, when he was 26-8, had his best results there. Not nearly the running threat that Hurts is, but he's not necessarily a statue in the pocket. He's been a bit banged up, though. So both quarterbacks injured, not feeling their best. It's the playoffs. They'll take their little pain medications. You saw Baker maybe pregame doing these smelling salts. And I think from a passing game perspective, with Mike Evans, with Chris Godwin, with Trey Palmer, with Cade Otton, with as many issues as Philly has had in their secondary, this is a game you probably are banking on Baker Mayfield having a highly impactful performance. We'll see how it all plays out. So score prediction time of Eagles against the Bucs. Get those comments in. I'll give some shout-outs here for you guys as those score predictions come in on both our Bucs channel. Happy to see you there, CJ. And on the Chat Sports YouTube channel as well. God Rack says he needs the Bucs to win for $800. Well, now I want to cheer for Tampa. Well, someone can beat that figure. Mamba Legend 24 says Bucs win 34-19. I would like a good game. It's not. We haven't had the best playoff games this year, right? Unless you're a fan of one of the teams or the hater of the other teams. Bills Steelers was close for a little bit, but Buffalo kind of dominated that game. The atmosphere was cool. Houston Texans Browns was awesome for like a quarter and a half-ish, if that, and then it got wildly out of hand late. Chiefs Dolphins was a pretty solid game. Close enough. Packers Cowboys was not a good football game. That was bad. Lions Rams was awesome. 24-23 all the way down to the wire. I would like another good playoff game here. Randy Martin says Bucs win 28-13. God Rack says Devonta Smith, TD, and Mike Evans. I assume TD as well. I don't mind that bet. That's a good pick. Wesley Heathscott says Eagles 31-7 as well. Let's tell you guys now about today's sponsor here. Today's show is made possible by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the largest independently owned daily fantasy sports platform in North America. It's just you against the numbers. You're not battling thousands of other players. There's no pros and sharks and sharps, etc. You don't have to be in the top 2% or whatever to break even. You just got to pick 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch those winnings roll in. Truly, it is that simple. I have a more aggressive 4-player flex or Prize Picks play for today's game. The first one I had was James Cook more than 64.5 rushing yards. He got 79. Check it there. Now I just need, I went aggressive on DeAndre Swift, by the way. More than DeAndre Swift, 89.5 yards. I think they're going to try to run the football a lot tonight. Half receiving yard for Swift. And Cade Otton, 24.5 on that perspective. So prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Links in the comments and the description of today's show. We appreciate Prize Picks sponsoring us here at NFL Daily. Let's talk now about those running backs. Yeah, I feel a little bit bad for DeAndre Swift. 1,000-yard season. If he had been, like most teams do, if he had been the one to get some of those short yardage touchdowns, you know, he could have easily had 16 scores this year. And he might have worked his way into like Pro Bowl or All-Pro, fully consideration all the way there. But then again, you know, it's a team sport. You just want to win games. That's certainly very valuable from that perspective. Not an elite pass catcher, but certainly not bad in that area either. Now, look at the averages there, right? DeAndre Swift, 1,000 yards on 229 carries. If you're not mathematically inclined, like certain people here in the office, it's me. That's 4.6 yards. It's a really good figure. Rachaad White, meanwhile, has been valuable as a pass catcher and as a runner, but his efficiency's not great. 3.6 yards per carry. And he hasn't had, last 3 games have all been under 4.2. Had a little decent run against Indy, Carolina, Atlanta, some bad run defenses earlier this year. But Rachaad White has not been an efficient runner, but he offers a lot in the passing game too. 9 total scores this year and helped carry my team to a playoff berth, by the way. Or a fantasy championship, I should say. So back to a fun question, and we'll go to it when the next time the Eagles run it, because they're going to run it. Should such push be outlawed? Y for yes, N for no, the brotherly shove. I like that name a lot as well. Go vote for me in the comments section. And then we'll get set up here for kickoff, which should be coming up in a matter of moments. Someone had asked about it. Good question from Rebuild. I'll mention the Eagles inactives here and the Bucs inactives as well. Let's see. Philadelphia does not have A.J. Brown, which we knew going in. Sidney Brown is still on the roster despite tearing his ACL, which I find really interesting. Rashad Penny is a scratch. Reed Blankenship is out. So Philadelphia down 2 key safeties. It's going to be Kevin Byard and I don't know if they're going to play at safety. Is it going to be Mekhi Garner or is it going to be Tristan McCullum? That's going to be a really interesting situation for I'll keep an eye on that one early on tonight. Moro Jomo's a scratch. Tyler Steen, a scratch as well. And the Bucs inactives. Let's go to who you got, by the way, for this one. John Wolford, Raheem Jarrett, Patrick Laird, Jose Ramirez, J.J. Russell, Marquise Watts, and Brandon Walton. If you're going, who are those guys? Yeah, that's totally fine. Certainly understandable from that perspective. So we'll go to who you got? Wham. E for the Eagles, B for the Bucs. Make sure you're voting, liking, subscribing, commenting. What do you have, the scoreboard version? Who you got? Okay, yeah, go to it now. We're moments from kickoff here, but yeah, go to that one after this. Remember to subscribe if you're not already. We will have more playoff coverage here on Chat Sports. We will be live for all of the playoff games, regardless of who's playing. It's fun to have multiple streams going at once, and it's entertaining there. Who you got? B for the Bucs, E for the Eagles. Going to sip some water here. There we go. B for the Bucs, E for the Eagles. Let's go to the scoreboard and then just something else on screen while you build it. Coin toss coming up here. They actually might have done it already. Fletcher Cox out there for Philadelphia. Eagles called it. I don't know if the Eagles won or Tampa won, but the Bucs are back to return this kickoff here. Back on the return is Devin Tompkins. A long of 32 this year on the returns. A surely raucous environment at Raymond James Stadium. It's the playoffs. Isn't it fun? Who you got? B for the Bucs, E for the Eagles. It'll be Tampa's ball on offense to start. Kickoff coming up here in just a few moments. Here it is. We are underway in the final wild card round game, and a touchback 8 yards deep into the end zone. And so it'll be the Bucs on offense. Baker Mayfield coming on out here. Career high in passing yards and touchdowns and completion percentage this season for Baker Mayfield. Out there on offense, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rachaad White, and looked like two tight ends, Cade Otton and Payne Durham. White in the shotgun with Mayfield and White to the right of Baker in the shotgun. Baker looking left, pumps, throws, downfield. Double move, Mike Evans missed him downfield. Try to double move to Evans on the first play of the game, falls harmlessly incomplete, overshot him. That's Dave Canales, the Bucs offensive coordinator. Might get some head coaching buzz this year. We'll see about that one. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Baker in the shotgun. They're going to motion Godwin from right to left. 3 receivers, 2 right. Baker over the middle, caught. Otton picks up 15 for a first down. If you are a Bucs fan, you can type in your ones in the comment section for a first down. I think that was Avonte Maddox there on the tackle. So 1st and 10 for Tampa. It was Maddox on tackle, by the way. Baker under center. They're going to motion Godwin from right to left. Rachaad White, play action, make field, downfield, wide open. Evans to the 40. A deep dig, and there was nobody near him. As Evans a little bit slow to get up, but looks like he's okay. Type in those ones again for a first down. A chunk play for 21. Explosive play. Eagles brought 5. Mayfield got not really hit, more like gently shoved. Zone from Philadelphia, and Evans is wide open. Got the clear out route from Godwin. Evans works in behind him. That's too easy. Down at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 Tampa. 2 tight ends. Handoff to White. White going to cut up the middle and pick up 8.5 on that run. Nice vision there from Rachaad White to slice up the middle as the Bucs offense is marching early on this drive. Going to be 2nd and, I'll call it 1.5 here for Tampa. Missed the first play, have had all successful plays since then. Looks like they're going to go Bradley Roby helping out with Avonte Maddox some at nickel and safety today. So they're thin at safety. Maddox playing safety right now. Handoff to White again. Bottled up. Going to cut and get the first down. Nice running from White. I couldn't tell who the Eagles player was that got initial push on the Bucs offensive line. White had to stop. Reverse course left. Cut it back to the right. Got 3 on 2nd and 2. They might have given him 4 there. So 1st and 10. The ball at the Eagles' 27-yard line. Now you can spam your ones for a first down. White is the pistol back. 2 receivers left. Tight end that side as well. Handoff again to White. White up the middle, spinning and gets to just shy of the 20. So 2nd and 3 coming up as Jalen Carter jawing with White on that play. By the way, so far it has been a lot of Avonte Maddox at safety for Philadelphia. So Bradley Roby in the slot. Maddox back playing safety along with Kevin Byard for an injured Eagle secondary down Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown due to injuries. 2nd and 3, we are just, they move the ball to the 20, so we're in the Prize Picks red zone, kind of, sort of. Baker play actions to nobody. Pressure coming, finds Otton, but it's incomplete through his hands. So 3rd and 3 coming up. I will say, every $10 super chat we get, when a team enters the red zone and they score a touchdown, I'll do a shot. Normally 20 for a shot because I can't get too drunk like I did last night. But $10 in the red zone is the specialty. At certain red zones, not all of them. Bucs in the red zone, technically outside of it, but I count the 20. It should count. 3rd and 3, Mayfield with trips left, the tight end inline. They're going to bark out some play signals here. Eagles showing pressure. They've got 7 in the box, but one of them is probably going to drop off to cover a corner. Free runner, White catches it, breaks a tackle from Bradbury and gets the first down by inches. James Bradbury had Rachaad White for a loss of 2 and could not bring him down. Baker went hot to White. Bradbury is there. He can't bring him down. Then it's overrun by Bradley Roby as well. And Rachaad White, extra effort, gets the first down. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. First deposit match up to $100 at PrizePicks.com. So 1st and 10 for Tampa. 3 first-quarter touchdowns all season long. Worst in the NFL. Baker, play action. Pumps, scrambling, rolling right. Mayfield tucking, sliding just shy of the 10. A gain of 6. Again, $10 super chat if the Bucs score a touchdown is a shot. They had some fun motion there. Tried to go to a throwback to Edmonds. Eagles picked it up. Nobody was open, but Baker tucks and runs properly for a gain of, we'll call it 6 on that one. So 1st down, Tampa. 10:20 to go in the first quarter. A 9-play, 65-yard drive so far, just under 5 minutes of game clock. 4-man front for Philly. Baker in the shotgun. Drops back. End zone. Incomplete. A lot of contact. And no flag. Otten dropped it. And I really thought they were going to get Avonte Maddox for defensive pass interference there. Let's watch the replay. Otten should have caught it either way. Maddox basically tackles him. It should have been caught. I think Eagles got away with one there. But the boys play, and I like it when the boys play. So 3rd and 3. They're going to motion Edmonds in the backfield. Trips left. Pressure look being shown from them. They're going to bring 4. Baker, end zone fade, and Trey Palmer never saw it. Incomplete. So the Bucs' strong opening drive stalls out in the red zone, and it'll be field goal time here for Tampa. Chase McLaughlin coming out here for the kick. They tried to run a corner route to Palmer, and Palmer kind of snapped it off going to the short pylon. Had to go to the long pylon. So 10:05 to go in the first quarter. A 28-yard try coming up here from the right hash. Mostly chip shot work. Kick is up, and that one is inside the right hash. 3-0. Tampa takes the early lead. LFG, if you're a Bucs fan, maybe not so much if you are an Eagles fan. We'll stay positive throughout today's show, though, and do the positive things in terms of the reactions, etc. So Tampa, a solid but not what they wanted in the end opening drive. The offense kind of stalled out there. Maybe got away with DPI, Avonte Maddox did. We'll see if they keep that called consistently throughout today's game. Now, if we can get to 352 subs on today's streaming, it's very possible I have a big old celebration chug because I would like to drink, but the rules are I can't drink unless we're doing something positive for it because that gets out of hand quickly otherwise. Free watch parties for every single NFL playoff game this year. We'll be live for the divisional round as well. Saturdays and Sundays will be some fun games for you guys. If you haven't already, please hit that sub button right here on Chat Sports. If you are watching on our Buccaneers stream, happy to have you guys over there. Hit that sub button as well. We'll keep it generic sub read since we are simulcasting on 2 channels right now. Are not doing anything before Bucs channel and the Chat Sports YouTube channel as well. Hit that sub button for free videos all season long. And sound off for who you have winning tonight in the comments. By the way, I meant to mention that sub number tied right into the live analytics. So it'll change as the game goes along. Who you got in more of a neutral watch party, not nearly as homer as we will be on our team channels or cheering for one team. We'll keep it more unbiased and straight Manny, if you will. We'll just enjoy the games. B for the Bucs, E for the Eagles. I assume more Bucs fans in the comments tonight. Because I figure most Eagles fans are going to be watching our Eagles stream. I don't blame you at all, by the way. That's what I do too. Bucs 3, Eagles nothing in the first quarter here. Who you got? Gaming Wizard says B. Jarrett Campbell says, let's go Bucs. Jalen sucks. Serious Gamer says, I have the Eagles, though. I tried to avoid this game a little bit. I didn't like the line there. I did have Buffalo money line with ease, which I'm glad I took that. And I'll be honest, I had a rough week. It was not a good week. So we'll keep an eye on Jalen Hurts. He's got that middle finger wrapped, had a glove on, and then took it off. He's got both his index finger and his middle finger wrapped. We'll see how that finger impacts Jalen Hurts. I do expect a fairly run-heavy attack from the Eagles, which I think is smart anyway because they can run the ball. Touchback 9 yards deep in the end zone for Tampa. So Philadelphia down 3-0. Bend but don't break pays off on defense. Now the offense comes out here. Dallas Goedert, the tight end. Hurts, the quarterback. No A.J. Brown. It's Julio Jones and Devonta Smith at receiver. 2 tight ends. Jack Stoll is in there. Remember, last year, Eagles had a touchdown on every opening drive in the postseason. Every drive they scored on to begin the game. 2 tight ends set. Pistol, Swift behind Hurts. And maybe in a false start or offside, Swift gets loose, though. 30, cuts it up, gets 9. I thought the Tampa tackle or defensive tackle jumped off sides or the right tackle flinched. They didn't throw either there, so we'll call it a split and no flag instead. So 2nd and 1, an off tackle left run for Swift picked up 9. See if they go tight end heavy personnel tonight. They got 2 tight ends, both left side receivers stacked to the right. Swift to the right of Hurts. Here comes Dallas Goedert in motion. Swift gets the handoff up the middle, dives, and picks up 4 on that one. Get my pen cap. Sorry. Knocked it off. 1st and 10. Type in those ones as the Eagles get the first down on that one. 1st and 10, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball at the Eagles' 36-yard line. Couple nice runs so far. Now Philly goes empty with 2 tight ends and Swift out wide to the right. He might come in motion. Let's see. They don't use much motion, though. There is no motion. Empty. Hurts. Out route. Caught. Julio Jones. It's a Julio Jones revenge game. Remember, technically speaking. He picked up 4-ish on that one, 2nd and 6. Looked like no issues throwing the ball on that one for Hurts. On target, on the money, quick little gain. 2nd and 6 now. I fully expect the Bucs to dial up blitzes all night long. The Eagles have struggled in that area all season. Hurts in the shotgun. Swift to his right. Tight end comes in motion again. Play action caught by Goedert, who is going to get a couple on that one. They ran the exact same play they did earlier, and they handed it off to Swift. This time, Hurts keeps it and throws to Goedert. So we're clearly in that opening strip package. 3rd and 2 coming up here. Type in those 3s for 3rd down. Good tackle made there by Carlton Davis, holding on for dear life. Eagles among the best 3rd down conversion teams in football. Whole playbook available. 3rd and 2.5, really. Ball at their own 44. Kenny Gainwell in motion, now going to go to the left of Hurts. He gave this signal. Play clock's bleeding. 3, 2, 1. Bucs bring the house. Hurts downfield. Broken up. Fantastic coverage by Antoine Winfield, the all-pro safety. What did I say, Chris? The Bucs are going to bring the house. The Eagles are bad against the blitz. It happens there. They get the snap off. The Eagles, and this is a coaching thing too, they have no answer for 0. When it's a 0 blitz, They have no answer. The answer there is a go ball to Goddard, and Smith are running the exact same route. They're within 4 yards of each other. Somebody ran the wrong route, or it's a poorly executed smash concept. Punt is away. Tompkins, fair caught at his own 25 in traffic. Or his own 20, excuse me. So Tampa will come back out here on offense, up by 3 after the Eagles' drive stalls out. 7:07 to go in the first quarter. Where are you guys watching from? Go ahead and sound off for me in the comment section. As your votes, I'm going to tell you guys about Prize Picks as well on today's show. Get your votes in where you guys are watching from both our Bucs channel, CJ Griffith showing up in support there. I love it. And our Chat Sports channel. Today's live stream is made possible by Prize Picks, the largest independently owned daily fantasy sports platform in North America. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. That link will be in the comment section and the description of today's show. My Prize Picks picks, I should call it, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. For today's games, James Cook, more than rushing yards, hit. I got more than Cade Otton receiving yards, 24.5. He's got 15 already. Great start. Need a half yard from Swift on a pass. Easy. More than DeAndre Swift rushing yards as well. He's got 11 on 2 carries, so decent-ish start. Once again, folks, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for first deposit match up to $100. Again, that link is in the comments and the description of today's show. So where are you guys watching from? I see PA, Texas, Fresno, Atlanta, Missouri, North Carolina, Fort Myers, Florida, Bolivia, Texas, Akron, Ohio, Pullman, Washington, the Bahamas, Colorado, California, Maryland, North Carolina, Arkansas, Pullman, New Jersey City, or Jersey City and New Jersey, sorry. Tacoma, Washington, Pullman, Washington. Some West Coast action. I love it. I love it. Sound off in the comments. CJ's watching from Florida, by the way. Happy to have you on our Bucs channel, CJ. It is 7:07 to go in the first quarter. Tampa is up 3-0. I'm going to keep an eye on those third downs. When Tampa loves to blitz and the Eagles are bad against it, that might be your determining factor in this game. By the way, Lincoln Riley in attendance tonight, supporting Jalen Hurts and Baker. So 1st and 10 at their own 20.5-yard line. Motion and a flag. I think somebody jumped early on Tampa. They called that false start, by the way, on Trey Palmer. I didn't see it. I think for a second, Otton thought it was going to be on him, but it wasn't. So 1st and 15 now. From the 15.5. Baker sends Otton in motion out wide. 4-man pressure. Baker downfield, wide open man. It's a huge first down and a near face mask as well. David Moore, the number 4 receiver. There's a flag. I think this is going to be on Philly for a face mask. Let's see. It is a face mask. So a huge chunk gain, Baker to Moore. That was a gain of 22 and tack on 15 yards. They got Zach Cunningham. The middle of the field is wide open right now in Tampa. They called it on Cunningham. It was definitely on Cunningham. I think Byard got him too, by the way. The more obvious one was Cunningham. So now it's 1st and 10, ball in the Eagles' 47. Fullback in the game for Tampa. Play action. They want the shot play. Baker takes it downfield. Evans dropped it. Oh, he had a near touchdown and he drops it. That was a perfect throw from Baker, and Mike Evans cannot bring it in. Cooked James Bradbury on a go route. I mean, that's got to be caught every time. He would have been down at maybe the 2. Oh, Evans. I'll say this, if you're Tampa, you keep attacking. You're feeling it right now. Don't go to your 2nd and 10 run play. Baker goes to the 2nd and 10 run play, and Rachaad White gets maybe 2 or 3. I hate those 2nd and 10 plays. You're trying to, we're going to be 3rd and manageable. It's 3rd and 7. That's not exactly manageable. It's no different than 3rd and 10, frankly. You still need to get a big chunk play. Eagles dodged a bullet there on the drop that would have been 45-yard gain at minimum from Mike Evans. 3rd and 7 for Tampa. Eagles territory at the 44.5. Trips right with motion on that side. Baker, it should be a holding there. Downfield, wide open, man. It's Moore again. 20. Trying to dance. 15. Makes a man miss. 10. 5. He's in. Touchdown, David Moore. There is no flag on the field. There should have been. 44-yard catch and run from David Moore, the number 4 receiver, the former Seahawk. It's a 4-play, 79-yard scoring drive. Tampa's up 9-0 just like that. They're not going to show it. They just run a clear out for Moore. 2 Eagles defenders take each other out. That's how it was so open. Extra point is good. I don't know if it was Jalen Carter or Fletcher Cox, but the right guard just pulled down the defensive tackle. It really should have been a holding there. If you had David Moore with 2 catches for 66 yards and a score, congrats, you're the winner. If you're a Bucs fan, LFG in the comment section. I mean, that was just, they had him at the 15. They had 3 guys over there, and he made a couple shifty-ish moves, but he just cut back, and the Eagles defense didn't know what was going on. It easily could be. So this is a concerning start for Philadelphia as Tampa, 5:47 to go in the first quarter, has taken an early lead. Oh my. And now I was convinced it was going to be a run-heavy attack from Philly. They're not in position to do a lot of run-heavy attacks now, unless you can still run it, but oh boy. Who you got? B for the Bucs, E for the Eagles. I mean, you got to love it for Baker, right? You're sitting back, you got dudes open. You got dudes open down for that. That is the best feeling as a quarterback when you drop back and you have to throw. It's constant backside digs. It's a must-make throw for modern NFL quarterbacks. Normally, it's more contested than that. It's not the defenders took each other out, and it's a wide-open touchdown there, or big gain, and the Eagles' defense just gets lost in the sauce. I'm watching the replay right now. It just who was the defensive? Oh, I mean I'm watching the holding here. I mean, shoot, the entire right side of the line should have been called for holding. All of it was blatant. Moore grabs that ball for a 10-yard gain. There are 3 Eagles with no blockers at the 17-yard line. Mike Evans comes in late. Darius Slay can't make the tackle. And then it was Keely Ringo. Oh, boy, he's been rough. Keely Ringo has no idea where the receiver is. He looks the wrong way. And then Avonte Maddox just tries to shoulder him forward, and it's a touchdown. Just awful start for the Eagles defense.
We're going to run that at the end of the game. Venmo Tom Atwood going down. $10. We need 3 people to run it.
Touchback to begin the game, or this drive, I should say. Watch the right tackle and the right guard here, Chris. They're not talking about because they don't ever want to call it officiating. Watch this. I mean, that should be holding. I guess it's a ball don't lie call for the non DPI that they could have been flagged for. Just call it consistently. That's all I want. So Eagles down by 10. Ball thrown 25. Bucs doing a late shift on defense, flipping the edge in the linebacker. They bring pressure up the middle. It's a handoff to Swift, who gets 3. Look, Todd Bowles loves to blitz. Oh, boy. And now we got an injured Buck. It's Yaya Diaby. He was lined up at edge and then flipped pre-snap with Devin White. And might have gotten poked in the eye, maybe. I'm not totally sure. He's just down on one knee. I didn't see what happened. He had come in on a blitz from the middle linebacker spot. But he's still down right now. Now he's getting up. Let's see what happened here with Yaya Diaby coming up the middle on a blitz. I didn't really see anything, unless it was the shoulder. He's kind of moving his right shoulder. Maybe he got it jammed a little bit. It didn't look too bad. Keep an eye on it. So 2nd and 7, ball to 28 now for Philadelphia. Hurts in the shotgun. Swift to his left. Play action, quick throw to Watkins. Watkins is going to get a little over half of it. We'll call it 3rd and 2.5 as Diaby's helmet is on here. I don't think he's going to sub and looks like he's okay, though. 3rd down, type in your 3s. Type them in. A lot of sacks by those Rams rookies this year. Kobe Turner's got 9, Byron Young's got 8, and Yaya Diaby's got 7.5. I like him coming out of Louisville. Fun athlete. Empty again for Philadelphia. Will Tampa bring pressure again? Let's see. They're going to bring 5. They bring 6. Hurts under pressure. Throws and dropped by Goddard. Again, pressure against Hurts. The blitzes have wreaked havoc on this team all year long, even dating back to some of last year. They just don't have answers for 0 blitzes. It reminds me a lot of the Ravens the one year against the Dolphins when all they did was bring the pressure. The Ravens got blown out. They just kept doing wide receiver screens with no success. And again, that one's not on Hurts. Like, that's a good throw. Hits Goddard in the hands. He dropped it. He dropped it. Has to be caught. Punt team on. It's away. Tompkins at his own 11. Makes one man miss. Going to cut it upfield now. Makes second man miss to the 20 and rip down for what isn't going to be a face mask. Might have gotten around the helmet and not actually grabbing the face mask part, but it looked pretty violent there. I mean, that has to be caught by Goddard. It has to be caught. So Eagles again down 10-0. All right, every 100 likes on today's show, we will do a little beer cheers. I need it. 65 is our current like number with 379 watching here on the Chat Sports YouTube channel. Help us get there by liking the video right now. Free, it's simple, it's easy, and it helps make life easier for us. We get to continue to grow the channels here, do more of these. Watch what we've built. We've expanded the studio space in downtown Dallas. It's been awesome. Like that video if you like what we're doing and you want to have some fun here on today's show. So yeah, serious gamer, no flags. Touchdown was good by David Moore. I really thought there should have been a flag on Philadelphia or on the Bucs offensive line there. Thought there should have been a flag on the throw to Otten that was dropped. He got tackled early, but they've picked up the flags so far.
Letting the boys play.
Which just it's no different than an umpire strike zone for me. Be consistent. If one team's pulling down guys and holding, then both teams have to be able to. Because what you can't have is, hey, we're letting the close calls go. We're letting the defenders be a little contacty, and then you change it for an entire quarter, and it only benefits one team. Like you can't do that. The refs are bad. They suck. You can always type in F the refs if you so choose.
It seems like
It was totally a hold, by the way. Like I was absolutely a hold. They should have thrown the flag. But Eagles better be able to get away with it too.
What I've seen so far from the bit of playoff games that I've watched is they're holding a lot of flags that they could throw.
Yes. They've really allowed the offensive line to hold more and more. And I don't like it. I just want them to call it correctly. And I really thought that Eagles one was one they should have thrown. Like, it was the entire right side of the line just grabbed them and held them. I think that was a bad call. So 1st and 10 Tampa, ball thrown 24. Chase Edmonds on the handoff here. Edmonds is going to get 4. Been a constant theme for Tampa. Third drive of the game is Edmonds' drive. So that's not, to be clear, that's not to only blame the refs. But F the refs in the comments still. It's because I hate them. They suck. They screw every team at some point multiple times over the course of the season. By the way, Eli Ricks in the game for James Bradbury on the outside. Motion from the fullback / tight end here. Go Keith. Swing pass to Edmonds with the fullback lead blocker. Edmonds gets the first down. Fullback tight end. I know he's a tight end. I'm going to call him a fullback. He wears 41. That's a fullback number. I don't care. So a couple quick plays to Edmonds. Tampa gets another first down. First and 10, 3:18 to go here in the first quarter. 16 likes away from it. Otten in motion. Baker reverses to Palmer. Palmer gets around the edge and is going to break a tackle and pick up 9. I mean, Nolan Smith was this close for a loss of 7. Palmer a little bit too fast. And then he went all the way around and looped up field and got 9 on a reverse. Second and 1. Handoff to Edmonds, going to slice and get the first down. So 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tampa's up 10-0 here. Ten on the play clock. Ball at the 46-yard line of the Bucs. Rachaad White back in the game. Nowhere to go at all. He's going to lose 4 yards. The Eagles' defensive line, pushed the Bucs' offensive line straight back. White got bumped on his handoff and went, okay, I'm going to reset, and it was just all bad. That entire front by Philadelphia won. Fletcher Cox out there just abusing Cody Mauch. One-arming him into hell. Aaron Stinney's getting pushed back by, I think that was Jordan Davis, I believe. It was. So a loss of 3.5 there for Tampa. Balling out of their own 43. Baker in the shotgun, drops back, Downfield, caught by Otten. Otten first down and more, past the 40, and gets to the 33. Cade Otten on a little 5-yard in route picks up a huge gain. Nicholas Morrow in coverage as the Eagles' middle of the field woes continue. Otten is up over his prize picks more than already. I knew that was going to happen. They're just running a under route, basically. And Otten's running away from the Eagles linebackers. 1st and 10 Bucs, ball at the 33-yard line. 5-man front, handoff to White, and White is going to get a yard. If you're Tampa, why are you running the ball? Just throw it. Baker Mayfield, 7 of 12 for 137 yards in the first quarter. That will end the first quarter. All Tampa early on, 10-0. 10-0 is the score in this one. If you're enjoying our program, please make sure you are subscribed. I'll be live. Let me go check the schedule. I should have looked at that before I did today's show. But we'll be live throughout this NFL playoff timing here for the postseason. Our live schedule, it'll be Texans against the Ravens. Of course, we will have our coverage here. Our Texans channel, our Ravens channel will be live. Jack Sperry will be live right here on the main channel for that game. Allie Barefoot will be live for the Bucs-Niners game. I will be live for Chiefs at Bills. I can't wait for that one. We got the good game, baby. We got the good game.
Is this going to be the first matchup in the playoffs where they play at Buffalo?
Well, no, they played at Buffalo as well today. There's just no fans.
Chiefs, Bills.
Yeah, it's first Chiefs road playoff game, period. Yes. So we'll be live for that one. And then Harrison will be simulcasting on his Bears channel with the winner of this game at the Lions. So can't wait for that Bills-Chiefs game. That's going to be fucking electric. I can't wait.
The Chiefs beat the Bills in overtime. No complaining.
No complaining. That's going to be an awesome one. Going to be a lot of fun.
Controversial matchup.
It should be. I think you got 2 of the better quarterbacks left playing that one. It's going to be awesome. We will have more videos for you as well. We'll do the NFC playoff picture late tonight as well. So hit that sub button if you haven't already done so. We'll have coverage on that front there. As the Bucs, by the way, chance to go up 3 scores early here. It's going to be 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 32-yard line. They have a real chance. A real chance here in a little bit. So first down coming, or second down coming for Tampa. I was thrown. I thought they were going to go to the full game. They went to the side, the split screen commercial for no damn reason.
3 likes right now, guys. Let's get to 100. Get to 100. Get a little beer cheers in.
All right. 2nd and 9, ball at the 31-yard line. Motion from Otten, 4-man front, play action. Baker steps up, going down, takes a sack. Josh Sweat, the first sack in a little bit here for Philadelphia. All game, they kind of gone a while with no sacks there going into today's game. Now it's 3rd down. Type in those 3s here. Play action, and they're pulling the right guard to block the defensive end. I think that's getting a little bit too cute if you're not going to go quick game. 3rd down. Type in those 3s here. Also 3 legs away from a little beer cheers action. Please let me drink. 3rd and 13. James Bradbury back in the game now. Be a long field goal try. Eagles bringing 4. Baker over the middle. Picked off. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, it was picked and then dropped by Zach Cunningham. Baker tried to go over the middle. The linebacker got his hands on it. They tried again to go back to that deep dig play. They had Zach Cunningham drop off from the line of scrimmage. Not a great throw from Baker. Never saw Cunningham. So a 54-yard try. It's online and good. So 13-10. I would argue two fairly big defensive stops to not allow a touchdown on a couple of those drives there. It is still a 2-score game. It is now a 2-touchdown game, however. 13-0. So if you're Philadelphia, maybe you don't feel like you have to fully abandon that run quite yet. We shall see. LFGs for me in the comment section right now if you enjoyed the Bucs scoring there. We got to 100 likes, thank God. I'm thirsty, Chris. I'm thirsty. Cheers to you guys. Every 100 likes, we will do a beer cheers. A more sizable one sometimes is required as well. 13-0 Tampa. Some stats from this one. Bucs have 10 carries, 41 yards, 9 of which came from Trey Palmer, 7 from Baker Mayfield. The running backs are 8 for 25. Probably too much running game from Tampa so far, because Baker's 7 of 13 for 137. Should have been picked. Also should have 2 touchdowns. Otten dropped one. If you had David Moore as the leading receiver, I didn't have it. He's been sharp. Mike Evans should have a big touchdown too, probably, instead of Moore. He dropped that. That was best of the night by Baker.
Yeah, and he was getting tackled. Should have been PI at the 1.
Got to catch it. Julio Jones and Dallas Goedert and Quez Watkins all have 1 catch for 4 yards. I will say, and this is coaching and some quarterback blame, I guess, too. You're down A.J. Brown. Devonta Smith has 0 targets on 5 attempts. I feel like that's a mistake. Goddard's got 3. You're kind of leaning so heavily on those tight ends. I don't like it. I don't like it. So Bucs up by 13, and again, you can definitely argue there should have been the holding call on the David Moore play. Like, not argue, it should have been holding. That was bad. That was bad. But Eagles have to do something on offense here. This I don't think anyone here trusts that Eagles defense to make some stops, unless they can wake up and get going on offense and start scoring here. Like, they've got to do something here. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of anxiety in Philadelphia the next couple days. A lot of calls to fire the head coach. And he'd have one of the best winning percentages ever if he gets fired. That's about Nick Sirianni, by the way. But Eagles have never been scared to make aggressive moves if they think they have the wrong guy. Jake Carmada on for the kickoff here. Down the right side and 3 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback. So, Eagles back out here on offense. It has been a very, Eagles fan, painful end to the year. They began the year 10-1. They had a bunch of close losses. You think it would even out, but not this quickly. 5 of their last 6 games they have lost, and they're trying to right the ship right now in the postseason. So 1st and 10, Philadelphia. Kelsey barking out some signals there, as he always is. He's so freaking smart. Best center in the game still. Bucs showing pressure. Goddard now going to go orbit motion behind Hurts. More pressure off balance. Hurts incomplete. Tried to go to Devonta Smith. They once again brought the house, and once again, Eagles can't deliver. Say first one was a bad route combination. Next one was a drop. That one was a bad throw. It's a little bit of everything, and that's concerning. So 2nd and 10. Hurts in the shotgun. Swift. Play action. Wide open. Smith in the middle. 45-50. Tripped up from behind. Finally get Devonta Smith going. A gain of 31 on the RPO. First down, Philadelphia. Big chunk gain. And they'll go tempo. That's just an RPO, I think. Let's watch the O-lineman. Yeah, they are run blocking. That is an RPO. RPO sweep play. Smith picks up 31. And now DeAndre Swift in motion from right back to the right side now. He went right, left, and right. Pressure coming. Hurts. Caught. Smith again. Makes a man miss. 40. 35. Taking it down to the 32-yard line. What did we say, Chris? Got it for the ball to Devonta Smith. Good things happening now for Philadelphia. The offense waking up. First and 10 at the Bucs' 44-yard line once again. Type in those ones. Hurts in the shotgun. 3 to his left. Tight end right. Swift on the strong side. It's a bubble screen to Quez Watkins, and Watkins is going to get maybe a yard. I don't know about a bubble screen there, man. And they're going to do a bubble screen, by the way. Your running back should be on the weak side and kind of force the linebacker to flip. You're adding bodies to the wrong side there. I don't like that design. So ball at the 30 now. 12:32 to go here in the first half. Four-man front for Tampa. Oh, they showed a safety blitz. That nickel corner. Is he going to come or no? He's not. It's a quick pass from Hurts. Under pressure, going to roll left, pumping, tucking, and is going to get maybe a yard, if that. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka played that so well. Didn't commit until he had to, and Hurts got maybe a yard. So third down now. Guess what Tampa's going to do here, Chris? They're going to blitz. They will blitz here, I guarantee it. 3rd and 7, third down, type in those threes. Excuse me. Woo! 3rd and 7. They're showing pressure. They got 5 over the line here. Hurts in the shotgun. Tight trips to the right side. Play out 3. They're going to motion Watkins. They're going to bring 6, 7 pressures. All out blitz. Hurts. Downfield. Incomplete. They still have 0 answer for 0 blitz. Hurts just overshot Smith. Jamel Dean was there in coverage. I think this is a coaching issue too. Like you're allowing it over and over again. There's no answer for the 0 blitz. Eagles kick is online. Jake Elliott delivers from 47. 13-3, 11:31 to go in the first half. There is no answer for the blitzes. They have no counter. And Tampa's not going to stop. They love to blitz. They're going to do it over and over and over again. Today's show, my friends, is made possible by Prize Picks. Here's why I love Prize Picks. It's you against the numbers. You can mix and match sports. The reboot policy keeps your picks in play in the event of. And I love the flex play. I just have to get 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5. That way, if I get one wrong, I'm not cooked. And I'm really good about getting all but one pick right. I love doing it. Here's my Prize Picks today. James Cook, more than rushing yards, 64.5. He got it. I went aggressive on DeAndre Swift, and that might kill me. More than 9.5 yards on the ground. He's at 14, down 2 scores. I also took a half yard on the receiving, and he's got 0, which I'm like a little anxious about, but I shouldn't be. He should be fine there. K-Dot already got his more than. He needed 24.5. He's got 39. That was easy. You can do Prize Picks as well throughout the NFL playoffs and, of course, the NBA season. PrizePicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. I'll finish the beer once we get there. It's technically a hard Mountain Dew malt beverage. That's what I couldn't remember what it's called. Malt beverages. That's not a seltzer, it's a malt beverage. It's good. I'll pound it if we get to 352K on today's live stream. We are just over 200. We are simulcasting right now on the Chat Sports YouTube channel and are not really done anything yet Bucs channel. Shout out TJ Griffith and Gangsta Big Chungus for being in that chat. I appreciate that, folks. Hit that sub button. When you sub, you'll see that number increase. It'll go up every time you sub, or if the bots end up and unsubbing as well. Hit it up. What's up, Chris? You going to say something? No. The bots have been, knock on wood, they have not shown up today. They have not shown up yet. Hit that sub button as Tampa is up 13-3, set to get the ball back once again. They have had success airing it out. An okay running game as well. Baker, 7 of 13, 137 yards, and the score, including a 44-yard throw to David Moore. That was about 34 yards of after catch. Kick is away, and a touchback, 8 yards deep. Winner gets the Detroit Lions. Loser goes home and maybe faces head coaching issues. So 1st and 10 for Tampa. Shad White, Chris Godwin. Devin Tompkins in the game. Watch for some trickeration involving him here. Mike Evans, Cade Otton. Tompkins in motion. They're going to fake the play action. Throwback screen to Tompkins. Thompson cuts it up and is going to break a tackle and get 4. That could have been easily a gain of 1 or 2. They did go to Tompkins as predicted there. And they got a couple. 2nd down.
How many times have you said that so far? Should have been tackled at the line of scrimmage more behind. And missed tackles right now for the Eagles.
There's a lot of times that I've said broken tackle, and that's a bad thing for Philadelphia. So 2nd and 6, ball at their own 29-yard line. 3 receivers out there, including Tompkins. He comes in motion. Baker play action, kind of. Downfield bomb. Evans through his hands again. Another drop by Mike Evans. Mike Evans has had a chance to have 2 massive plays on downfield routes against Darius Slay, and he just can't corral it. It's off his fingertips, but Baker really can't put it anywhere else with good coverage from Slay. Maybe 60% Evans, 40% good coverage? I don't know. 3rd and 6. 10:45 to go in the half. Bucs want to go get points here. Eagles showing a pressure. They're running 4. Baker pumps, rolling right, looking, keeping, scrambling, 1st down, Baker. Eli Ricks is not going after the quarterback. Eli Ricks is covering the receiver when Baker's past the 1st down marker. Watch this, Chris. It's two eye shell. They got a shadow over the slot guy on Godwin. Baker scrambles. Watch Ricks. He's just running with the receiver. He's getting boxed out 15 yards downfield. That's just terrible effort. Terrible. 1st and 10. Bucs get the 1st down. Type in those 1s. 2 tight ends. They come from out wide to inline. Pistol set for Rashad White. Baker hands off to White. White is going to get maybe a yard there. Again, the Bucs running game is not one of efficiency. What is this defense doing? Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. All right, 2nd and 9 here. As we get deeper into the second half, or second quarter of the first half. Do that every game. I'm sorry. From the 39, 9:20 to go here in the first half. Tompkins in orbit motion, swing to Tompkins. Tompkins going to go upfield and break a tackle again and get the 1st down. And that was going to be a gain of 6. Ends up being a gain of 11. You just have to tackle. I mean, That's a swing screen to Devin Tompkins. Zach Cunningham and others have him at the short of the 50 or 45, and he picks up 5 more yards. Unacceptable. Sirianni's pissed about something. Maybe they missed a flag, but also, make a tackle. And Baker drops back over the middle, dropped by Otten. Baker a little slow to get up after the hit. Otten had a huge gain on just a skinny post, and Otten dropped it. That's 2 drops now for Otten and 2 for Evans. Otten lined up in line, just downfield. There's no one within 15 yards, and he just drops it in the breadbasket. By the way, the left tackle lightly stepped on Baker's ankle. I think he's okay, though. So we'll go empty personnel on 2nd and 10. Watch for White to come in motion, maybe. He does not. They stay empty. Tunnel screen to Godwin. Godwin cuts it up, and Godwin picks up 9. Wasn't a broken tackle, but he dragged the guy for 3 more yards. It's 3rd and 1 now. Eagles might have more missed tackles than successful plays today. They probably do. Unreal. And the one by Palmer was just, they're not even happy. They're just like throwing their bodies into people. Baker going shotgun, trips left. They're going to bring Godwin from motion from left to the right side. Eagles have everyone over the line. Godwin now in line. Pressure coming. White's up the middle. Didn't get it. A fairly poor spot as well. It's going to be 4th and a half yard. I hate shotgun runs on short yardage. Baker should have pulled that. So 4th and 1, ball at the Eagles 42. A massive chance here for Philadelphia. It's a half yard to go. Baker going to go under center. Single back, motion coming. Now back and left and back and left. Toss to White. White's got blockers, 1st down. I'll be honest, I wasn't ready for the toss play either. I like the motion there of like making the linebackers look all over the place, and then they go left and you weren't prepared for it. As White's a little bit banged up, going to hobble off here. You know what? Good decision, by the way, for White to cut that up and just get the 1st down. That's smart vision. And you got Avonte Maddox trying to play the run support there. Just not going to work. Baker, 1st and 10, swing and dropped by Edmonds. That's 5 drops in this game for Tampa, but by the way. They're up by 10 with 5 drops. Jeez. 2nd and 10 is White kind of limping around out there right now. So 2nd and 10. 6:19, or the game clock now says 6 seconds. The clock operator's drunk. I think they changed the time left in the game because it went from 6:19 to 6 seconds to 6:22. So that's, I think, the proper time because they were a little bit late on the whistle. My contact's bothering me a lot, so my apologies. So we'll try 2nd and 10 now. Play clock down to 10. In Eagles territory at the 35.5. Baker and empty. Drops back. Over the middle. Caught by Otten. He got about half it. He says he wasn't down, by the way. I thought he was. They mark him down just shy of the 30. So 3rd and 5 and about a full 5 now coming up. Nicholas Morrow, I believe, made that tackle. 3rd down, type in those 3s. You're on the fringes of field goal. You're in field goal range, excuse me. You're in range, but you don't want another field goal here. Edmonds going to line up as the personal protector. Eagles showing double A gap blitz. Will they bring it or drop it? They're going to delay blitz one of them. Over the middle, tipped and incomplete. I'll tell you what. Eagles might have found something on defense if they keep going back to it on third downs. They have not covered off that. Baker has not seen Cunningham dropping multiple times tonight. Watch, he's lined up there, maybe between the center and the right guard. He goes across the formation and tips the pass. And it was behind anyway, because I think Baker thought the receiver was going to sit. He didn't sit. It's going to be behind Evans. So we'll try field goal again for Chase McLaughlin. Made from 28, made from 54. This one from 48 and the right hash. Snap bit high, corralled, laces out, and good. So 16-3, back to a 13-point lead for Tampa, a 2-touchdown game with 5:35 to go. And remember, Philadelphia gets the ball to start the second half. They can get right back in this game if they can go score here and then go 2 for 1 to begin the second half. Now, every 100 likes on today's show, it's the hard Mountain Dew malt beverage, but we'll call it a beer cheers because that's a lot of words to put on screen otherwise. Every 100 likes, we're at 123 with 500 plus people watching live right now. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. And sorry, hit the like button. You can tell I woke up at 1 a.m. this morning and didn't fall back asleep for 2 hours. You can tell I've been doing that a lot because I was in shambles last night. So like that video if you haven't already. Every 100 likes will be a beer cheers. We're at 128 right now. Two big issues for both teams when the Bucs have the ball that very much have to be sorted out. A, Eagles can't tackle right now. They are missing tackles left and right. And Tampa has to catch the football. You know, Baker's 10 of 20. 5 of those have been drops. Like they have to catch the football better. And I think that they got to go back over the middle of the field. They kind of got away from that this last couple drives, and they've stalled out, I think, as a result there. But it's been a very bad scenario here for the Eagles to start in this game. They've got to go get points here. Frankly, I think you need 6. Like they probably need 6 right now. Because I don't think a field goal again is gonna really set them up for success. (16-3), 5:35 to go here in the first half. Winner gets to take on the Detroit Lions on the road. Loser goes home. You know the Bucs are going to bring pressure on this drive with a touchback, by the way. The blitz has caused issues. Hurts is always off his back foot. The options aren't there. It's always contested. First and 10. Ball to 25. Bucs showing a 4-man pressure. Swift in motion. Play action, quick pass. Nearly tipped and picked and dropped. And a flag comes out. This might be for illegal blocking downfield. The NFL has cracked down on this. And Julio Jones might have been blocking way too early there. Let's see what the call is. Ineligible man downfield on Philly. That's a timing-based concept, and you're doing a play action bubble screen to your tight end. It's on Cam Jurgens being downfield. So back him up. Let's see what happens here. Ball to 25. You can go a yard downfield. He is 1, 2, 3 yards downfield. It's a bad throw from Hurts, by the way. Or wrong route depth. So 1st and 15. Ooh, Bucs show a blitz there from the linebacker spot. They're going to bring it. 5-man pressure. Hurts. Quick out. Caught for a gain of 4. He keeps fading off that back foot, man. But also, like, there's no solutions for it. Like, there's no easy buttons to press. 2nd and 11. 5:08 to go here in the first half. 4-man pressure or 4-man front for Tampa. Bucs or Eagles pushing out Goddard. Pump screen. Downfield. Got a man. It's Jones who holds on for a first down and more. And Julio took a shot, by the way. He is slow to get up. And he might not know where he is. Julio got drilled on that play. I love the play design there. You fake that tight end screen and do a little wheel to Julio. Man, and Zion McCollum just got him underneath the chin. Boom. Helmet gets popped up. Julio holds onto the ball and then gets pushed into the turf too. Oh, and then he takes a helmet kind of off the knee as well. He looks more mad. He's got to go get checked out by the independent neurological advisor or whatever it is. So 1st and 10, Philly. Big first down pickup. Ball at their own 38.5. Hurts. Hands off to Swift, and Swift is going to get maybe a yard. I mean, Tampa brought everybody on that play. I think it's the second hit right here, Chris. Ready? Right there. Kind of driven down. Hopefully he's okay. 2nd and 8 now for Philadelphia. Julio's got 3 catches for 22 yards. 4 minutes to go in the half. Eagles taking their time. Bucs showing a 6-man pressure look. They're going to drop 1, bring 4. Hurts all day. Takes the bomb. Downfield. Got a man. Smith is inside the 5. Eagles get a huge gain. It's a first down. Type in those 1s. 56 yards to Devonta Smith in the Prize Picks red zone. $10 Super's a shot if they score a touchdown. Antoine Winfield and Carl Davis just let Smith get behind him. Great throw as well. Watch for that quarterback read option here. 2 tight ends left. Goddard comes in motion. Keeper throws. Goddard walk-in score. And we got ourselves a football game. A big scoring drive for Philadelphia, capped off by Dallas Goedert, set up by Devonta Smith. A 5-yard score. 16-9 with the extra point coming up here. That is a massive drive by Philadelphia. 5 plays, 75 yards, 2:29. Extra point time from Jake Elliott. And offsides on Tampa. And it's good. So, do you go for 2? You go for 2 here, and you run the tush push, right? That's what Philadelphia is going to do. So instead of 16 to 10, they're going to go for 2 here and try and make it 16-11 because it's the brotherly shove. They always get it. So what game plan does Tampa have? We haven't seen it yet today. The under center push play. I think that's Anthony Nelson over there who jumped early pretty clearly too, and he knew it as well. No, that was Bucs are late getting a player off the field. Tush push time. Early shove. Woo! I don't think he got it. He didn't get it. The brotherly shove fails. Tampa delivered. Wow.
Tampa has been getting a better push all game long so far, so that's not very surprising. As successful as the Eagles were early on in the season doing that.
Let's watch it. Hurts. Vita Vea, man. Yeah, he did not get it.
Eagles O-line has not gotten the push that they had.
Yeah, one of those players, I think that's Greg Gaines. He got lower. He got underneath the offensive line, helped the front. So no good on the brotherly shove play. Oh, boy. So it's a 7-point game then, and the Bucs are going to have just enough time to maybe go get points here. 3 minutes and change. Hit that sub button for more free NFL YouTube videos right here on the channel. We'll be live for the postseason. Chris and I back live again next Sunday for the earlier game, Chiefs-Bills. Oh, I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun. We'll have videos for you guys each and every single day throughout the week. We'll have NFL videos, some NBA stuff, some college football vids as well. The AFC playoff picture video is already out. We broke down the playoff picture there. Off to a pretty solid start. Thank you guys for watching that one. The NFC version will be available after we film it later tonight. We did top 25 free agents today. Appreciate that as well. Hit that sub button, youtube.com/chatsports. Free videos every single day. Raul was right, 96. That was Greg Gaines. He got real low. I mean, TTV, DAC, G6, we see them, but we can't read them all. But I see you, and I appreciate you. Game going on, too, you know. 16-9. Aw. Someone's... I'm going to blame it on the bots. That's who I'm going to blame it on there. 16-9. Bucs up over Philly. Been issues on both sides of the ball when Tampa has it. Drops galore. And big chunk plays they've dropped on open throws, too. And balanced out by Philadelphia being fully unable to tackle. Which, again, is a problem. A rare tush-push failure. So 3:06 to go here in the half. We will stay live at halftime, by the way. Rebuild's right. Ott and Evans have Butterfinger fingers. Kick here is a touchback. You know what I would do, Chris? Go right back to the Mike Evans bomb. It's there. I mean, Kelsey got beaten to the ground there by Greg Gaines. So rare. Vita Vea just kind of lowers the shoulder. They stopped that play well. And you know what? That could have been a face mask on Yaya or on one of the Bucs linebackers there. It was KJ Brick. Got him underneath the face mask. That probably should have been called. Eagles bringing pressure. Handoff to White. White going to get to the edge. White cuts it up. Is going to get the first down. Inside of 3 to go in the first half. I think the NFL officiating crew or broadcaster just said it wasn't a face mask. Should have been? Okay, that would make a lot more sense. All right, 2.5 to go here in the half. Ball at the Bucs 35.5. Trips right formation. Play action, roll right. Baker. Under pressure, throws it late, out of bounds, incomplete. Chris Godwin in the area. They tried to do another throwback play, and it wasn't there. So there's a lot of that late snap motion stuff or post-snap action that I don't love always. Second and 10 now. Chris Godwin has been very quiet. Just one catch for 9 yards on 2 targets. 2:20 to go. Bucs going with 2 tight ends. And a play action. They want the ball in play. Baker, backfield throws, caught by Otten. Past the 45. He dropped a couple earlier, makes a huge catch there. It's the Cade Otten game. 4 catches, 64 yards, 2-minute warning. Type in those ones for a first down. James Bradbury almost broke it up. Good hands by Otten to hold on to it that time. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the Eagles' 44-yard line. Comment shout-outs here from Ken, Gaming Wizard. TTV says 5. We'll count it. Booth Pack, Aaron, Snake Man, William, Raul, Rebuild, God's Child. Booth Pack says Bucs 1. It ain't over yet. Aaron says 1. Remember, every 100 likes, I get to drink. I like how that's not actually it's a teal color on there, but it's not green screening out. It is green screening out there. You can see it, but that's okay. Like the video. If you haven't already, we'll have a watch party for every single playoff game this year. We have you guys covered. So like that video for me. And every 100 likes we get, we'll do a beer cheers. Likes are simple. It's easy. It's a free way to help the channel get more audience and grow. And we can expand our studio space and do more and continue to grow and get channels for every team. Shout out to St. Chris, or SL Chris, excuse me, and Gangsta Big Chungus and CJ on our Bucs channel. Happy to have you guys watching there. Like that video if you haven't already. I like TTV. 100 likes and you drink. Let's get them buzzed up, y'all. Let's go to our Super Chat menu. Speaking of that note, because we like to reward the Super Chats because we appreciate them. Yeah, obviously don't have to. It's, free stream, but helps with the bills, I guess. Any Super Chat shout out. $5 will talk about your team. That's not related to this game as well. $10, beer cheers. $20, a shot. $50 for a beer bong. That's the Super Chat menu. Obviously optional, but it's fun. And the bosses say I can't drink on air unless there's a, not quid pro quo. Maybe it is? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know that answer there. Either way, free to like the video and simple to do. There's 643 people watching live right now. So like that video if you haven't already. 2-minute warning about to end here in this one. Bucs have the ball at the Eagles' 44-yard line. (16-9), Tampa leads. Baker in the shotgun. 4-man front. Baker drops back. Takes a bomb. Downfield. And Godwin never put his hands up for it. I don't know if it would have been caught, but it's a little close to a hospital ball as well. They take a deep seam shot to Godwin. 2nd and 10 at the 44 of Philadelphia. Bucs up by 7. Eagles. I was right. It is quid pro quo. That's what I thought it was, Mr. Mo, but it sounded wrong for some reason. Thank you for clarifying and being smarter than me. Second and 10. Inside of 1:55 to go in the half. Bucs over the middle. Dropped again by Rachaad White. Bucs can't catch. Eagles can't tackle. Just embarrassing. 3rd and 10 now at the 45. Eagles are all over the field subbing late. The Bucs miss a chance for a free play, and now Philly calls timeout. Eagles defense was not ready there. Eli Ricks, I think that's who it was, sprint up the field late. So 3rd down, type in those threes. Third and 10. Aaron, Ken, Dennis, I appreciate that, guys. Bucs are not really in field goal range here. You probably need at least a couple more yards. Put yourself on the fringes of it. You made one from 58, so you're not that far out of it, but be a long try from where you're at. Bucs going to go empty on this play. Eagles a 4-man front. 1 linebacker in the middle. Otten in motion from right to left. It's kind of in line now. Baker going to bark out some signals. Whatever the take a picture play call means. Eagles stunt. Picked up mostly. Baker under pressure is going to go down and take a sack. Well, now you're definitely not in field goal range. And they're going to have to punt. Eagles will call a timeout. And Fletcher Cox jawing with some of the Bucs offensive linemen. 7-yard loss. And again, the drops killing Tampa on offense. So 1 timeout for Philly and a chance to go 3 straight with points on this drive. Josh Sweat made that play, by the way. Aikman says White was open. I don't know about that one there. Fletcher Cox could have easily been flagged for grabbing the face of a Bucs lineman, but again, the consistent theme has been they've let the boys play. So minute 42, punt team on for Tampa. Now in their own territory, trying to pin Philly back deep. It's away. Fumbled by Brinton Covey, who dives on it inside his own 10. Oh, boy. Covey almost made a huge mistake. Muffed the punt. Managed to recover it. So Eagles will take over here, down by 7 in the second quarter. Backed up inside their own 10. With a minute 33 to play. 1 timeout as well. Hit that sub button if you haven't already done so here on the channel. Our goal was 352K tonight. I'll chug whatever's left in the beer if we get there. Pound it all immediately. We got 669 watching, by the way. Everyone spam nice in the comments section as well, because I am an immature child.
And the score, if you look at it, is...
It's a good point. It's a good point. We like to have fun here and not take things seriously. It's been a kind of a sloppy second quarter. A lot of drops and a lot of missed tackles. Has not been a well-played game, I'd say, on either side. Under trending towards being in play here as well. 1 sub away from being 200 exactly subs away. We are also 20 likes away from getting to the next beer cheers. Every 100 likes is a good old beer cheers here on the stream, as we are a minute and a half and change to go in the first half. Eagles finally got going that last drive. They hit the 55-yard bomb to Devonta Smith that got Hurts to 10 of 14 for 135 passing, capped off by an easy 5-yard pitch to Dallas Goedert. Good. Turns out throwing the ball to Smith is a good thing for Philly. Probably do more of that. By the way, Mike Evans, 5 targets, 1 catch for 21 yards, 2 drops today. Otten's had 2 drops. White has a drop. I think Palmer has a drop as well. Got to make your plays there. Make your plays. I asked for a good game. We might just get one today, Chris. We might just get one. So 9-yard line for Philadelphia here. After Britton Covey almost made a massive error, he fumbled the punt at his own 5, managed to dive on it. Let's see what the Eagles do. They are in empty. Tampa's not showing pressure right now. Will that change? They got Devin White cheating down here. They're not set. David is barking out signals here. They just changed the entire play on defense. They got 6 now showing pressure. Hurts, tunnel screen, low, caught by Gainwell, picks up 9. And the clock will run. Inside of a minute 20 to go now in the first half. And they're subbing receivers, flipping sides, Smith in the slot here. I like that matchup. Hurts, Gainwell fell down and got the first, I think. They did, but we're inside of a minute now with 1 timeout. I mean, you can't just give up on this drive already. Go bomb time? Take a bomb shot play? 45 to go in the half. Bucs bring a late pressure. Hurts feels it rolling right and throws it away late and incomplete. Hit on the throw as well. Man, for a second there, I thought Joe Shinoka was going to get home. I think I pronounced that name right. If not, I'm terribly sorry. Hurts knew there was pressure right and bailed, but did that kind of like high step as he threw it away. 2nd and 10, ball at their own 19. Shaq Barrett also closing down on that play as well. 40 seconds and a half. Bucs have all 3 timeouts, by the way. Go to the RPO, maybe? 2 receivers left. Hurts, straight drop back. Some time. Now resets over the middle. Caught by Devonta Smith. Clock will run. And timeout called by Philadelphia. Nice pickup there on a little comeback-ish route for Smith. Over 100 yards already now in this half. You got to feed him the ball. With no A.J. Brown, he has to be targeted a ton. And they've done better after the first 2 drives. Credit to Philadelphia and Hurts there. Yeah, kind of an out route more than a comeback, I suppose. Watching the full angle of the play. Or at least the zoomed angle on him. So no timeouts, Philadelphia here. 32 seconds left. Ball at their own 32. A good 30-ish would get you into field goal range. Hurts in the shotgun. Tight end in the slot right. Bucs bring the house again. It's picked up this time. Hurts downfield. Smith, did he get his feet in? No. That would have been the catch of the week, maybe. Devonta Smith skying along the sidelines. I think he got 1 foot in. Remember, inside of 2 minutes, it's all automatically reviewed here. Let's see. Nice camera work, ESPN. I don't think that right foot was ever down. Nah, right foot was whipped. A catch in college. 2nd and 10. Bucs showing a pressure look here. They got guys standing up. They're going to bring the house again. Hurts feels the pressure, throws off balance, caught by Goddard for 2 yards. Again, the 0 blitz looks remain problematic for Philadelphia. 3rd and 8. 22 seconds left here. Bucs have all 3 timeouts. You probably got to get to the inverse yardage here prior to Tampa's 43. Elliott's career long is 61. Eagles are 0 for on 3rd down. The average yards to goal has been 4.3. This one is double it. It's 8. I guess less than double, but still. Bucs again showing a 6-man pressure. It's a design tunnel screen. Watkins is not going to get it. Tampa will call a timeout here, I assume. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, that's the half. 16-9. Tampa leads Philadelphia. Philadelphia will get the ball to resume this football game. We'll stay alive for halftime, by the way, because you know what? Why not? I think just go sub L3, by the way. I don't think the Venmo's going to happen tonight. It's fine. Who do you got? B for the Bucs, E for the Eagles. We are also 8 likes away from a shot. Or from a beer cheers, sorry. Beer cheers. I'd say it's more of a sloppy game so far. It's a good way to build one-word reaction. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Because we're just going to stay live, so we don't need it necessarily. 16-9 at the half. Been a close game. I wouldn't call it a good game so far. Who do you got? B for the Bucs, E for the Eagles. I think a good weigh-in is one-word reaction to the game so far. Is Ryan Clark wearing a shirt, by the way? Watch when they come back to him. He's wearing like a suit jacket with an open V and nothing underneath. Looks weird. I still can't believe David Moore scored on that play. They're just like throwing elbows to make tackles. That's not going to fly. And the Bucs can't catch either. Some team stats as your votes come in here. 15 first downs for Tampa, 8 for Philadelphia. Eagles are 0 of 4 on third down. 42 plays against 26 plays. Eagles actually have more passing efficiency, 2 more yards on 4 fewer attempts. The running game, vastly different here. Philadelphia, 5 carries, 17 yards. Hurts has not run yet today. Tampa has 16 carries, 79 yards. Now, the running game, 12 carries, 44, not very good. The running backs, excuse me. Baker Mayfield has 2 catches for 16 yards. Devin Tompkins, 10 yards on a reverse. Trey Palmer, 9 yards on a reverse. So a lot of chaos and creativity on the ground side from that perspective. David Moore, 2 catches, 66 yards and a score. Cade Otton, 4 catches, 63 yards. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, 1 catch each for 29 and 9, respectively. That's kind of shocking. That's the results you have from your top 2 receivers and you're up by 7. I would not have had that on my bingo card. And what's frustrating is, especially for Evans, the plays have been there. They've been there. He's had drops galore today. 2 massive chunk plays he could not hold on to. And then it's Chase Edmonds, Devin Tompkins, Rashad White, all have catches. Palmer, I think, had a drop. There was someone else who dropped that I'm not mentioning. Otton has 2 drops, too. Been his game today. Devonta Smith, 4 catches, 111 yards. Really impressive. Julio Jones, left with an injury, 3 catches, 22 yards. Quez Watkins, 3 for 12. Dallas Goedert, 3 for 9. Here's his outfit. Chris, look at this. Chris, look at this. He just has like a suit.
No, I think he's wearing a shirt that's kind of the same color as his skin.
Oh, you're right.
You're
right.
Where his neck comes down.
Okay, you're correct.
It's like a little bit lighter.
You're right. You can see the crease on it. It's just because it's just like an undershirt. Yeah, that's the angle. Yeah, it's a dark brown shirt. Yeah, that's kind of a weird outfit though. I think overall, T-shirt with a suit jacket on top. I don't know about that one.
That's a vibe these days. We're doing that. I'm surprised he's not wearing a chain.
It's a tight suit too, which you can do if you're in the shape Clark is in, by the way. All right, every 100 likes is a beer cheers. We have gotten past 200. Thank you all so much. Beer cheers to you guys then.
I think Scott Van Pelt should do that too. Wear the T-shirt with the jacket on top of it.
By the way, excuse me, the Falcons have confirmed that they have interviewed Bill Belichick for for their open head coaching position. Noteworthy. I think that might be the spot. Unless other head coaching changes happen, which is very possible. We talked about those. Dallas stands out.
Were the Falcons like 12 or something like that in the draft?
I pull up the order here. Hold on. They were higher than that.
They still don't have a quarterback.
They're 8.
8?
Like the path that I think makes some sense for Atlanta is they go sign Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that would be a nice one. He's kind of
Because Kirk is older, but so is Bill.
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of going to win now with that quarterback in place. Because it ain't Ritter. He's terrible. Because I don't know what quarterbacks are going to be available via trade. Like, Fields might be available. Funny enough, I think Arthur Smith did not like Fields, so that might be more in play now. Or you go trade up in the draft for one. Whether New England says we're not going to take a quarterback. That's the dangerous part, though. Chicago and the Commanders both go quarterbacks early. How do you balance it out?
I want the Patriots to take Marvin Harrison. That's what I want.
You don't want a quarterback, though? Chris is a Patriots fan, those you don't know. And also, why don't you go dual cam here, too, by the way.
I genuinely, and I know I'm going to get called crazy for this, but I genuinely don't think it's all on the quarterback.
I agree.
There's nobody to throw the ball to. I think their offensive line is they're not terrible in the run game. Pass game, they're not very good, though. And I just don't think you can put it all on the quarterback.
I would agree.
Mac Jones went to the playoffs.
They broke him, though. So, I would also say, let's say you take Marvin Harrison. Where do you think you'll be drafting next year? Like the year after this upcoming draft?
I don't know. I genuinely.
Because you might be like 12 or 11, and then you're kind of not in the quarterback range you want to be in.
Maybe you sign T. Higgins too.
Sure. Yeah.
Good 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah. So but at that point you don't have a quarterback still, because it's not Zappy and it's not Mac Jones.
I think it could.
It's not them. It's not. So you
I still haven't lost faith.
what you might put yourself into there is, hey, we're not bad, but we're not good. And you kind of put yourself into a Falcons spot. You got all these good playmakers, the quarterback, and now you got to go break the bank for a good, not great one. I think with where you're drafting, if you think it's Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams or Drake May, got to take him. Or go trade for a Fields or sign Cousins or something. But I think if you don't have a quarterback when you're on the clock, it's got to be QB. Because you don't want to be caught in purgatory.
If you get a quarterback, who's he going to throw the ball?
Sign T. Higgins.
That's the thing.
So you have to have your plan. Yeah. Give me your one-word reaction to the game so far. Make sure you're not muted, by the way, and plugged in properly. Your mic's pretty low.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you're coming through at all. Talk again.
Can you guys hear me?
Maybe you
Can
can.
you guys hear me?
You should have to dial up that much.
Popping.
No, dude, you're muted.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's 3. Never mind. You're right. He's good. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. All right, one-word reaction to the game so far. Yeah, they say your mic's not coming through. Sloppy, no, barely, crap, sloppy, trash, drops. Ooh, that's a good one. I think slow. Slow makes sense as well. Make sure your gain's not messed up or anything. It should match mine. Slow, sucky, slow, barely. Yeah, it's been kind of a mediocre game. I'd say it's not been the most appealing game in the end. Oh, wait a minute.
Those are all turned down.
Nah, dude, you're not 4 though.
Yeah.
No, 4 is the lav mic. You're the headset. Yeah, so turn the headset back to what it was. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely weren't coming through at all. How about now? Can you hear Chris?
I've been unmuting the wrong mic the whole time. It's been coming through this mic.
L's in the chat for all of us.
It's been coming through this mic.
Yeah, L's in the chat for us.
Wow.
That's bad. 6 head coaching interviews for the Falcons. Mike McDonald, Steve Wilkes, Brian Callahan, Ejiro Evero, Anthony Weaver, Bill Belichick. You will not see that much traction, by the way, on these code interviews until next week. In-person interviews for a lot of these teams can't be done until after January 22nd. So a little bit slower process here for some of these teams. But you could see some, I don't know if those interviews were in person or Zoom interviews or not, but Falcons are making progress. They interviewed Bill. Going to be a lot of news on that one, folks. All right, one word reaction. People say hi, Chris, by the way.
What's up, Tony?
L's from, as deserved from Wild Sonics, Aaron and Gaming Wizard.
Should have had a V8.
Yeah, there you go.
Not
Vlad the Imperial Tomlin's post-game rage quit was amazing. The question was, Mike, you've got one left on your deal, and he just walked out. I don't blame him. There's no answer you can provide that's going to be good there. Or there's no answer at all. That's going to be a good one.
What was the question?
Mike, you have 1 year left on your contract, and he stood up and left. He bailed. It was pretty funny. Bonehead is a good one there from Matthew. Also works for us not having the right mic.
I thought
unmuted.
he was just describing me.
Yeah. Some more stats from this game so far defensively. I haven't done that yet. Jamel Dean, 6 tackles. The sack came from Joe Tryon, Chinoika. Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat both have sacks. Nicholas Morrow has a sack. Zach Cunningham has 2 pass breakups. Eagles found some stuff showing linebacker blitzes over the center guard combination and that A gap and dropping it. Baker did not see it. He was not seeing it. Twice they got him on that play. So if I'm Philadelphia, next third down, I'm gonna go back to that one. I think that makes a lot of sense. Check Slack. What are Baker's numbers? Happy to answer that one for you, Claude. 11 of 24, 174, and 1 touchdown for Tampa and Baker, with 5 or 6 drops mixed in there, which is really frustrating, I'm sure, as Vlad the Impaler says. You can't have that many drops. That's not going to work. That you can't allow that many potentially big plays to literally slip through your fingertips. And Philadelphia, on the flip side, you can't allow that many missed tackles. So we asked the one word. Sloppy is such a good one because it's just not good enough for both teams, and that's why it's a one-score game. Eagles have not run the football at all tonight. They've not been that efficient either, but they've gotten one-dimensional way I didn't expect. And they got to get going here as we get closer to the return here of this game, with Tampa up by 7. Kickoff set to go here for the second half. So remember to like that video and share if you haven't already either. Would appreciate that. I saw them out for the kickoff, and they still cut to Buck and Aikman, which made me sad. Because let's just get on with it. And we're almost 2 hours in the first half. That's brutal. That is brutal so far. So 16-9 for Tampa. It'll be Eagles ball to begin the half here. Kick is away, a high one, and 2 yards deep for a touchback. So Philadelphia comes out here for the third quarter to begin. See what they dial up to begin. Will they go back to the run, keep airing it out, keep targeting Devonta Smith? Let's find out after the sideline interview. Out there for Philly, I see Smith. I see, is that Grant Calcaterra? Oh, it might have been. Was it Stoll? I'll look for an update here. You might be right. Swift, the handoff, trying to bounce it wide, is going to lose a yard. Levante David, still at an advanced stage, one of the best running backs or linebackers in football, a TFL there. Yeah, Julio Jones has been ruled out. So no Julio the rest of the way. Philly down 2 of their top receivers. A.J. Brown not playing today, maybe next week if they win. Stoll, Goddard, Smith, Swift, and Watkins. Empty personnel for Philly. Tampa showing a 6-man pressure. They bring it. It's not picked up. Hurts a bomb downfield. Incomplete, a lot of contact. And no flag. The underthrown deep ball does not deliver the intended PI. Again, there's no answers for 0 blitzes. There's a lot of contact there. That one could have been called. I don't think no one would have been mad about it. They've let the boys play a lot. 3rd and 11. Type in those 3s for 3rd down here. Empty again. 6-man pressure being shown again. They bring it. Hurts, under duress, is going to go down. We said it pregame, Chris. The Eagles have no answer for 0 blitzes. They continue to have problems. They brought 6 on that one. Kalijah Cansey just made Cam Jurgens whiff. He got the sack with an assist from Vita Vea. And the Eagles go 3 and out to begin this drive, and they'll punt. Average time pressure is 2 seconds. That's so bad. And a bad punt here will take a somewhat Eagles bounce to the 41. Might have been grabbed a half second early there by Philadelphia, but not a great punt. Average time to pressure is 2 seconds today. They're bringing the house. They're bringing more than they can block. The Eagles don't keep extra guys in. They go empty personnel, which leaves the free rusher to go to. I don't like that one. Leaves the free rusher to go to Hurts. They have no answers. So 1st and 10. Ball at the 41. Bucs football. Out route. Caught by Otten. He gets the 1st down. I mean, he was stumbling out of bounds. There was nobody making a tackle effort. He just regathers his steps and dives for it. Type those 1s. My, oh my. So Bucs now picked up 11 on that play to the Eagles' 48. 1 for a 1st down. Two tight ends come in motion. Baker in the pistol, White behind him. 6 drops tonight for Tampa in the first half. And Otten will body catch that one and pick up 2, maybe 3. A good tackle made on that play. That's Avonte Maddox. 2nd and 7. Ball at the Eagles' 45-yard line here. We're 12 and a half to go now in the 3rd quarter. Bad opening drive by Philly. Bucs now marching. We're going to motion White to the right side. Baker steps and dances and feeling pressure, flushed right. Now going to tuck, still looking, throwing downfield and cannot connect with White. I'm not going to call that one a drop. The scramble drill almost had a big chunk play for Tampa. Baker had that ball forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Throws. Oh, he just missed White off his fingers. I'm not calling that one a drop. Keep it at 6. Tampa going to go empty on 3rd and 7. Type in those 3s for a 3rd down here. They're going to motion White in the backfield. Eagles showing a pressure look. They're going to drop it. Baker, under duress, goes down, sandwiched between 2 defenders. Nolan Smith and Brandon Graham. Baker had no chance on that one. And the Eagles defense, after a terrible start, kind of righting the ship right now. Fletcher Cox on Cody Mauch is not a good matchup. Nolan Smith also just blew right by the right tackle, Luke Gedeke. Punt is on again for Tampa. Britton Covey will field that one at his own 12. That'll put him at the 13, actually. Baker was a little bit slow to get up on that last play, so we'll monitor that when he got sandwiched between Nolan Smith and Fletcher Cox. Not a fun spot to be. He fumbled that ball, by the way. Just now saw it from that angle. Baker fumbled that ball and managed to recover it. That was almost a disaster for Tampa. They avoid it, but they are forced to punt on that drive there. So 16-9 the score, with today's show all made possible by our good friends over at Prize Picks. You go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. It's you against the numbers. You're not battling thousands of players. There's no pros and sharks or sharps. It's just more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you watch those winnings roll in. The reboot policy keeps your picks in play in the image. Let's say you had Julio Jones more than receiving yards today. If he went down, it's not going to return. Your pick, if you had him, is still alive. You don't lose like you do everything else because the player got hurt. It's the only injury insurance policy out there. My picks. I got the James Cook more than rushing yards. I got the K-Dot more than receiving yards with ease. He blew by it. I need a big gain from DeAndre Swift here. I took the half receiving yard. He doesn't have it. Anxious there, by the way. And I need 89.5 rushing yards. He's got 15. So I'm not feeling the best right now, but I got a first deposit match of $100, and you can too. So no matter what, I got plenty of leftover in my account. PrizePicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Links in the comments and the description of today's show. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Bubba says do more live through the playoffs. We will have a live stream here on Chat Sports for every single playoff game. I'll be back for the Chiefs-Bills game. That's going to be a banger. I can't wait to do it. So if you haven't already, hit that sub button. YouTube.com/@ChatSportsTV. All right, so Philadelphia, 11.5-ish to go, give or take, here in the third quarter. 11:23 to be exact, 11:23. Their ball at their own 13. Hurts in the shotgun. 2 tight ends right, 2 receivers left. Swift kind of offset to his right. Hurts, play action pass. Has time, tucking, running, scrambling the first time all game, gets the first down and rocked in a high hit. There's the flag for it. Lavonte David's mad about it. So flag on the play, refs discussing. There's also a flag in the backfield, so wait a minute. Holding on Philadelphia, Cam Jurgens, personal foul on Lavonte David for hitting Hurts high. Those penalties will offset and will retry first down. Really bad holding call, by the way. That was not holding. Actually, he's got the outside of the pads, but he's got him in front of him. In the frame the entire time. And David also went crown to helmet, so yeah, that should be a flag too. And Eagles might have gotten the short end of the stick on that one. Snap with 2 on the play clock. All out blitz to Smith, and Smith is going to lose several yards on that one. 0 answers for 0 blitz. It's a loss of 4. I mean, you can't dial up a running back screen? You don't have that in your playbook? Like, I just try something different. At a loss of 4 there. They had Smith coming across the formation in motion, and it's not even just it's a swing pass to him. That just doesn't work. That's coaching failures. Got to get to the 23 from their own 14. Or sorry, their own 9. Hashtag math. Hurts RPO. He's got to run it. He will. He'll get just shy of the 15. Yeah, linemen on the RPO, if you don't throw it immediately, you have to scramble because the linemen are downfield blocking already. So 3rd down, type in those 3s. Bucs covered it off well. So 3rd and long again for Philadelphia. They have yet to get a 3rd down tonight. Average yards to gain has been 6.4. They need 9 here. Guess what the Bucs are showing? A 6-man pressure plus a linebacker cheating down. They're going to bring 5. It's kind of picked up. Incomplete. Goddard should have caught it. He wants a flag. And there is a flag. The Eagles might get a free 1st down here for DPI. Joe Shoenika was in coverage. They dropped the edge, and it is DPI on Tampa. It's a 1st down Philadelphia to extend the drive. 3rd and 9. Let's watch the replay. They had the edge rusher drop into coverage on Goddard. There's a lot of contact there. He turned that inside shoulder, or the outside shoulder, excuse me. I get it. Not a great angle for the replay, by the way. So 1st and 10, ball at the 18 for Philadelphia. Hand off to Swift, and Swift is going to get about 2.5 on that one. I mean, that's, yeah. Got a lot of contact there. I mean, that jersey, that shoulder popped out, the pad did. I think it's fair. 2nd and 8 from the 20. 2 tight ends, kind of H-back positioned. Pistol set. Hurts. Hands off to Swift. Breaks a tackle. We'll get 2. Good downfield play there by Logan Hall, who's a little bit slow to get up. 3rd down again. 3rd and 6. Type in those 3s. 8:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Guess what Tampa's probably going to show here, Chris? All out blitz. Let's see what they do. 8:10 to go. And they're showing a blitz here. They got 7 in the box. They're going to bring 4 on a delayed stunt. Check down to Gainwell. Gainwell's got no chance. It's a gain of 1. They brought, it's zone blitzes left and right now from Tampa. Again, they don't have any answers for it. They overloaded the left side of the line. Hurts has to bail. Gainwell has to go north and south. He's not going to get the first unless he bowls over or hurdles Carlton Davis from a yard away from him. It's just not going to happen. Low snap on the punt is corralled. Devin Tompkins on for the punt at his own 25. Cutting it up and breaking a tackle and getting to about the 37-ish. So 7:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tampa is up 16-9. We have 700 people watching. Happy to have you guys here. If you haven't already, please like today's video. Every 100 likes, I get to drink. So we are 73 away from doing another big old beer cheers here. The goal is always 50% like ratio. That's a good sign. It's free, it's simple, it's easy to do. So if you haven't already, please like today's video. Helps us continue to grow here at Chat Sports. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. We are now inside of 60 likes away. I am Tom Downey, producer Chris, behind the scenes on today's show. We will have live streams for all of the playoff games down the stretch here, the programming schedule, if you will. It'll be Houston at Baltimore, Jack Sperry. We'll have the main coverage for you on that one. Green Bay at San Francisco, Allie Barefoot will have that live stream. The winner of this game at the Lions, Harrison Graham, will be simulcasting here and on Bears. And then we will have myself and Chris. We'll have Chiefs at Bills. Oh, what a game that's going to be. We'll be live right here. So like the video and make sure you are subscribed as well. We are now barely 40 likes away from another beer cheers. Appreciate that, folks, here. Tampa's ball, as they've had drop issues. I'll give the Eagles defense credit. They've really stepped up. Really poor start to the game for Philadelphia. A lot of mistakes, a lot of blown coverages, missed tackles left and right. The Bucs went field goal, touchdown, field goal. They've stood strong. Since then, 2 punts. And those field goal drives, they kind of stalled out outside of the red zone. So since that first 2 drives had 65 yards and 79 yards, no drive by Tampa's gone more than 45. Typically means you're only getting 3. But they will get the ball to begin this drive at their own 36, 30, it's going to be the 37-yard line here for Tampa momentarily. And Allie Barefoot is her name. 1st and 10, Tampa. 7:13 to go. Tompkins in motion. White in the pistol. Play action pass. Check down to Otten. Otten is going to get maybe 6, so close to 7 on that one. Kind of a designed tight end delay play. He blocks to start and then lets the guy go and gets open. Otten's got 7 catches for 83 yards today. With 2 drops, mind you. They had 6 first-half drops, the Bucs did. 2nd and 4 here. And Otten will come in motion along with the other tight end. Payne Durham. Tight splits here. Handoff to Rachaad White. Up the middle. 1st down and more. Past midfield to the opposing 44. Big gain there for Rachaad White up the middle. A gain of 12. That, by the way, is the longest run by any running back or player tonight. 1st down, Tampa. Type in those ones. So Tampa, again, across the midfield. They've done it on every drive tonight, but they've stalled their last 2. Baker, play action, boot, out route. Caught by Godwin, a pickup of 8, the 2nd catch of the day for Chris Godwin. So 2nd down, ball at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Tampa seems to be the only team that's actually making adjustments in this game. The Eagles keep trying to do the same thing over and over again.
I mean, there's been no adjustment made on offense or defense when the Eagles have the ball. It's just blitzes, and they have no answer for it. Tampa's dialed up a lot of pistol stuff as of late. They're in the pistol right now, 2nd and 2. Handoff to White. White is going to not get it. He's a half-yard shy. So 3rd and short now. Type in those 3s for 3rd down. Inside of 5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Rachaad White left the game briefly with an injury, has come back in and done some nice work. 3rd and 1. White is the lone back now, motion tight end, play action. Baker under duress. The one thing you can't do is take the sack. He had the tight end in the flat too. Payne Durham was open, And Baker takes a terrible sack on that play. Play action on 3rd and 1. Milton Williams blew it up.
Puts them out of field goal position, too.
Tight end is there. He just didn't throw it and then looked over the middle, and Milton Williams is blowing up Aaron Stinney. And the Eagles defense again stands strong. You can't take the sack there if you're Baker. You really can't. Punt is away. Covey muffed one earlier. Fields that one at his own 10. You had Payne Durham in the flat, and Baker he didn't trust it for whatever reason and took it and reset to the middle and takes a sack immediately. It's a bad, bad mistake. Help us out by sharing this stream right now. Share that video for me, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Help me out and share it. More shares we get, it's the single best way to grow the stream because it gets in front of eyeballs, people who normally who aren't subbed, who don't see it or whatever. Share that video for me right now as Oh God Rax is begging for a Evans touchdown. He still need a Smith one too. Almost had it on the big chunk play. Almost had it. Fingers crossed for you, Oh God Rax, excuse me. Share that video. We are also now 35 likes away from getting another big old beer cheers here. Every 100 likes, I'll do one of those. Appreciate everyone who is tuned in tonight on both the Chat Sports stream and on the Bucs stream. We're live on both channels. We haven't done anything on our Bucs channel, but said, let's try it, see how it does. Appreciate you guys who tuned in on that front there. We are deep in the third quarter, 3:41 to go. We've had some punts and punts and punts. The last 6 drives, punt, 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 end of half on what was going to be 4th and 2, and punt. After we had field goal, punt, touchdown, punt, field goal, field goal, field goal, touchdown. This game has slowed down.
It was exciting in the first quarter.
Not enough. You got 5 plays, 4 plays, 3 plays, 7 plays, 6 plays. With all your punts and end-of-half plays there. A lot of sacks taken on these last couple drives by the Bucs offense, by the way. Baker's at the 4 sacks right now. He had them. He had Payne Durham in the flat. That's the play design, and Baker just didn't trust it for whatever reason. They've gotten to the middle of the field over and over again, and they just continue to stall out in frustrating fashion. All right. Eagles ball, down by 7 at the 10. 5-man front. They're now going to rotate Devin White down and put Anthony Nelson as a stand-up linebacker. They'll bring him, hand off to Gainwell, and there's not a lot there. Gainwell reversing field. Gainwell cannot get past Devin White. And it's a loss of 6. It was actually Levante David, I believe. Excuse me. I love Levante David, man. He's so good. They ran a little RPO, I think, sweep to Gainwell. He tried to reverse course, and if he does, it's still not going anywhere. That was a bad decision. Now backed up at their own 4. 2nd and 16, 4-man front showed by Tampa. They're going to bring 4. Hurts. Downfield. Toe drag caught by Goddard. It's a gain of about 10-ish. Maybe 11. So now it's 3rd and manageable here on 3rd and 6. It's like, drop my pen like a moron. They only brought 4. Hurts almost got hit by Vita Vea there. So 3rd and 6. Bucs showing a 4-man pressure. That's all they bring. Hurts feeling it, under duress, pumping, throwing. He's going to take the sack. Ball's out. That's got to be a sack. It should be a safety they're going to discuss. It's got to be grounding. It's going to be a flag for grounding in the end zone. It's a safety. Oh, Jalen, what are you doing? Jalen Hurts just held the ball for too long, and it's 18-9. Four-man pressure, and Hurts just got to eat it, man. I think he was down, by the way, too.
The Eagles' offensive line is just getting bullied.
Yeah, that left guard is pushed 8 yards deep. There's nobody open downfield. Swift eventually breaks open late. Hurts said he wanted someone in the area. The guy that was in the area was 25 yards downfield. I respect the effort, but no.
Wow.
I do think, by the way, that Hurts might have been down anyway. So the rare safety punt is coming up now. It's 18-9. Man. Anthony Nelson, the Iowa product, got the eventual pressure. I don't think Hurts got rid of that ball, by the way. I think he might have been down anyway. But even if he wasn't, the nearest guy was 20 yards downfield. That's not in the area. And it didn't get back to the line of scrimmage anyway. So right decision there by the officiating crew. Safety punt. Type 2. Good punt. Back up to the 10 is Tompkins. Head of steam. Going to get to the edge. 30. Break a tackle past the 35. Just shy of the 40. So good return there by Tampa on the safety punt. I'd say you're just going to push likes and subs, frankly, unless you're told otherwise. So it is a potential momentum-changing drive here for Tampa, or momentum-extending drive, I guess. Ball at their own 38-yard line. Eagles, you lose 6 yards, you get 10, you take a safety. Four-man front for Philly. Baker, high snap, corralled to White, made a guy miss in the backfield, stiff arms one more, and a second one, and is going to get 5. That is physical running by White. I don't know if that play was supposed to go to Rachaad White, by the way. That ball was high, and then Baker hands it off, and White almost looked surprised for a second. 2nd and 4. We are inside of 1:45 to go in the third quarter. My contact flails out, so my apologies. These are very old ones. I have to get new ones at some point. Baker, out route, caught, broken tackle again, big gain, he's loose, Trey Palmer, he's in, touchdown Tampa. Another missed tackle. It was a 6-yard out route, and it goes for 50 yards after the catch. The rookie 6th rounder, Palmer, touchdown Bucs, 24-9.
That's been the story of the ball game right there. Missed tackles.
I mean, surrender Cobra from the Eagles fans in attendance. Wow. And just like that, it went from being a one-score game, a touchdown game, to the Bucs up 25-9, and I call it a 2.5 score game. It's 16 points. How do you recover from that?
This is incredible.
I mean, it was a 6-yard out route. It's a very simple-ish play to cover.
What's a bigger collapse? This Eagles team, or was it the Steelers either last year or the year before they started off like 12-0 and then lost the rest of the games?
Oh, I remember that.
It was either last year or the year
it was a few
before.
years ago. It was the year that Dak went down.
Yeah.
Probably that Steelers team.
Yeah.
That was bad. But this, if it holds, you might have sweeping changes in Philadelphia. You really might.
Isn't it incredible how they're going to fire two different coaches that have brought them to the Super Bowl?
And like you also get it, right?
Yeah,
like you
sure,
get it.
Sure.
But
I mean, how many teams can say that?
Well, yeah, you have opposite ends of the state of Pennsylvania spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Eagles, like, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. It'd also be, did Peterson get him there? It'd be 3 because Andy Reid too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Pittsburgh's like, we only have 3 coaches ever. You know, it's just like, it's crazy. And this game, it's something. It has been and it just flipped so suddenly. Like Eagles got the ball in less than like a minute and a half of game time ago. Like we can go tie this game up, and now they're down 16, just like that. It's crazy how it flips. And I was convinced. I told Chase, our Eagles guy, I'm like, hot take: Eagles are going to run for 200 yards on the ground. They have 10 carries for 19 yards. No ground game. None. My prize picks ain't going to hit, by the way, with Swift. Not a chance. I might get the backdoor flex play with the check down to Swift, but the rushing yards is not going to hit today. It's been something, man. This has not been a very good performance by the Eagles. They had righted the ship, right? They kind of settled in a little bit, and then they do a simple out, and James Bradbury whiffs. Kevin Byard doesn't know what he's doing and just over pursues Palmer, and he's borderline untouched. Like, the tackle efforts weren't even like good ones. Like, they were like, he barely made contact on me. Yikes. Kick is away. A poocher at the 10. Fielded by Boston Scott, and Scott gets the 27. Hit that sub button. We are also 14 likes away from another beer cheers as well. It is time to get the Eagles offense truly going here. 25-9. Baker's all smiles on the sidelines. Hurts barking out some signals. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Bucs shifting late on defense. 5-man front, offside blitz, or offset blitz. Swift gets loose and breaks tackles and gets to the 44. A big run play, finally. 17 yards on that one for DeAndre Swift. Inside of a minute to go in the third quarter, they blitzed off the right side and kind of ran it that way. Or left side of the O-line, right side of the defense. Hurts in the shotgun. Motion. Handoff. And that time, there's nothing there for Swift. He did a good job to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Kalijah Cansey, the rookie from Pitt, on the tackle. Eagles must run at least one more play here. (25-9). 20 to go in the third quarter. Eagles, Bucs showing a 4-man pressure. Motion from Philly. Fake pump. Hurts downfield. Got a man. It's Smith who's loose for a first down. They ran the fake screen shot play this time on a post route instead of the wheel route, and it goes for a much-needed big gain to who else but Devonta Smith. He's shown up today. 6 catches, 126 yards. Big performance there by Devonta Smith. That goes for 19, so a couple big chunk plays on this drive, 17 yards and 19 yards. As the Eagles trying to pull off an incredible fourth quarter comeback, down 25-9. Spam your fours for me in the comments section. And we are one like away from a looking forward to it beer cheers. Almost 1,000 people watching live right now. So A, type your fours. Get those fours in. Flood the comment section for a very long football game. We've gone 3 hours plus, and we are not yet into the fourth quarter, technically, at this point. Past 300 likes. Cheers, y'all. It was a quicker third, by the way, to be fair. But Bucs up 25-9. Explosive plays galore. 44 to David Moore, 56 to Trey Palmer, 21 to Mike Evans. I think 2 20-plus yards to Cade Otton. As the Eagles' defense just can't tackle right now. They can't. And the Eagles' offense still has 0 answers for 0 blitz. Hurts' numbers look fine. 18 to 26 for 191 and a score, plus a scramble for 5, but I don't think he's played that great. And the reason being, it's been the third downs. The money downs, Philadelphia, 0 of 7 on third downs. You're not going to score points, and you're not going to win games doing that. There's just no way. And that's where Tampa's brought their 0 blitzes most frequently, is on third downs. They blitz everybody. Third down was the safety play. Led to 9 points technically. Maybe it's only 2, but been rough. And I don't blame the lack of a plan for 0 on Hurts. He always throws off his back foot, but he's under pressure. They don't have any answers from a schematic. They don't have any answers. They don't run screens. They don't run quick plays. It's vertical stuff and flat stuff. There's nothing designed to beat the blitz, and that's a real coaching issue. Been this way the entire time Sirianni's been there. Bucs showing a blitz on 1st and 10, 5 over the line. High snap, corralled by Hurts, flush to his left, keeping his eyes downfield, throwing a bomb, out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hey, you didn't take the sack that time. A rare bad snap by Kelsey. That never happens. 25-9. Second and 10. Might have misspoke there. Oh, I said the score. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought I said 2nd and 9 for some reason. Was so right, I was wrong. Or whatever. Bucs got a 5-man front here. Hurts again in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. They bring a late safety blitz. Hurts downfield. Got a man. Caught. Devonta Smith, the first down and more to the 22-ish. Type in those ones. They picked it up well there. They haven't brought the safeties much tonight. And they kept Swift into block too. Another big play by Smith. Eagles marching. Hand off to Swift, and Kalijah Cansey blows it up. The rookie DT. Man, he's been a lot better against the run in this game than I thought he'd be coming out of Pitt. A lot of splash plays already for an undersized defensive tackle. So 2nd and 12 now. A minute into the fourth quarter. Bucs got a 4-man front. Will they bring anybody? No. RPO. Pass caught by Goddard. Flag comes out immediately. And this might be an eligible man downfield. That's what they just said. Ineligible man downfield again. It was on Cam Jurgens. Again, tell you what, he's been rough tonight. He's gotten beat a few times and twice flagged for an eligible man downfield. Let's watch the replay here. That one was even worse than the first one. That was 4 or 5 yards. Yeah, they're going to call it. 4-man front for Tampa and a false start now. Oh, Philly. It's on Jordan Mailata. So from 3rd and 5 to 2nd and 22. All he did was like that. He just flinched. If you're Tampa, do you just play soft or do you bring the house here? 2nd and 22. The first down marker is not even on screen. And clock issue. Classic. 13:29 to go here in the football game. It is 4-down territory as far as I'm concerned. So you don't need to get, 10 and 12. Get a bunch of 7-yard gains. 2nd and 22. Bucs showed pressure there with a lot of different blitzes from a linebacker and a nickel. And they're going to bring 5. Pressure coming. Check down to Swift. He got a 1.5 yards. Boy, oh boy. Big hit by Zion McCollum, the former 5th rounder. Getting some work as an extra DB tonight. 3rd and 21 now. I mean, they overloaded the left side, and I kind of think Lane made a mistake there, frankly. 3rd and 21. The Eagles are 0 of 7 for -2 yards and -2 points on 3rd downs. Holy cow. Literally the worst I've ever seen in my entire life. Eagles get a 4-man rush. Hurts steps up across his body, finds Swift, and gets to the 21-22. There's my DeAndre Swift catch to backdoor the flex play on Prize Picks. It's the field goal unit. I don't know. 4th and 10. Bank it on your defense to make stops here. Right hash for Elliott. He's been so good all year long from 40 yards this try. And he's good again. But there is a flag. Wait a minute. Oftentimes when we see flags, it's the opposing defense going over or lining up under the center. This is offsides. And now it's going to be 4th and 5. And they're going to send the offense back out there. This is the smart play by Sirianni. You're down by 16. I would have gone for it on 4th and 10. They'll go for it on 4th and 5. McCollum, I guess he was lined up offsides? He didn't jump early. Yeah, now they're going to go for it here. So 4th down, type in those 4s. We're in the Prize Picks red zone now. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Got to watch for a 0 blitz here if you're Tampa. Eagles are great on 4th downs because of the brotherly shove. Tampa's got an edge rusher lined up at linebacker here. We got Kalijah Cansey playing 7 yards off the ball. They're going to bring the house. It's an all-out blitz. Hurts. End zone. Incomplete. Carlton Davis broke it up. There is no solution for this team on 0 blitzes. They have nothing to answer for. They have no answers, no solutions. My, oh my. And we got ourselves inside of 12 minutes to play in this football game. We are over 1,000 people watching live right now. Thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't already, like the video. Every 100 likes, I get to drink a little bit. So help me out by liking the video right now if you have not already done so. We've got free videos for you right here on the channel as well. So after you like the video, sub as well. We'll do more of that in a minute, but today's show is made possible by Prize Picks. The flex play delivers again, producer Chris. Not the way I wanted it to, because I went aggressive and cowardly to kind of balance each other out there. You pick 2 or more player stat projections, more than, less than on their picks. Nailed my James Cook pick, more than 64.5 yards. Crushed the Cade Otton one, 24.5. He's got 84. He did that in the first quarter. He got to 24. I got the DeAndre Swift receiving yards on that last drive. He's got 2 for 12 now. And I also had DeAndre Swift more than 89.5 rushing yards, and he's at 34. And they're down by 16. So, not looking great for me. But that's the flex play at least. But I like Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy made easy. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Links in the live chat. It's also in the description of today's video. 25 likes away, and we are 175 subs away from 352K. If we get there, either chug all that's left in this or crack open a new one and do a beer bong on today's stream. Hit that sub button right here on both our Bucs channel, we're simulcasting there right now, and on the Chat Sports YouTube channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv, as Eagles get the field goal, offsides, go for it on 4th and 5 and miss. They're going to go empty personnel on this one. He drops back over the middle. It's a wide open Payne Durham. I don't know why I always do that. Payne Durham, a first down. I mean, they just ran 3 verts and a drag. That's not a zero blitz play call. There's no quick game. Devonta Smith has a 1,000-yard stare going on right now. Can't side him. He's been great tonight. 1st and 10. Chase Edmonds in the ball game. It's a pass play. Baker off balance. Finds Godwin for about half of it. Maybe only 4. 2nd down. 11:06 to go. Clock should resume here momentarily. Goddard seems pissed at Hurts, by the way. He just kind of said some stuff and walked away. And Baker just ran this line. His helmet communications might have cut out there. Because he sprinted off the field to get the play call. Happens occasionally. 2nd and 5. Handoff to Edmonds. Edmonds is going to get a yard, maybe 2. So 3rd down as Hassan Reddick is John with Luke Gedeke. 3rd down, type in those 3s. The clock is running. Next snap will come with about 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Third and 4. $10 to go now in the ball game. Godwin in motion from left to right. Snap comes. Baker under pressure, throwing across his body, caught for a first down by Otton. Needed 4.5 and got it on the nose. First down, Tampa, and more clock will run. Nine and a half to go. And the clock will tick, 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 tick down here for Tampa on the verge of doing what they couldn't do last year with Baker Mayfield, with Tom Brady, win a playoff game. Edmonds the lone back, handoff from Baker. Edmonds going to lose a yard, and a flag comes. I might be holding here. Edmonds was that close to breaking it. Ko Kift is going to get flagged for holding. And he does. So back him up to 1st and 20 now at their own 36. That's a big 10-yard loss there. It's tough to convert 1st and 20. Little ticket that kind of reminds you of the flag on Philadelphia on the scramble play that they threw. Don't love that flag. 1st and 20. Clock is ticking, by the way. Eagles bring pressure. Baker downfield. Evans back shoulder caught. He picked up 19. A 19-yard gain to Evans. It's a first down, or almost a first down, Tampa. Didn't drop that one. Just back shoulder. Great job by Evans. He actually might have got the first. No, they marked him shy. He was shy. 2nd and 1 now. He's up to 40 yards is Mike Evans. $8:15 to go in the football game here. Snap, handoff to White, and White the first down and more. Past the 40 to the 37-ish. It's a first down Tampa. You can type in those ones. And that's going to tick off more clock here. We're 10 likes away from another beer cheers. That's a hilarious stat that Chris Godwin is 2nd in all franchise receiving marks for Tampa. And he's not even through his 2nd contract yet. That's insane. So Bucs ball at the 37 of Philadelphia. 7.5 to go in the football game. Handoff to Rachaad White. Not a lot there. Is going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat, backside tackle play. Or backside made the play and the tackle. So 2nd and 9.5 here. You know the game's out of hand when ESPN's talking about the stats and stuff of what Mike Evans has done and not, the down and distance stuff. Stopped play here. Think there might be an injury for somebody. Let me see if I can figure this out. I don't see any time. Oh, no, Eagles called a timeout. Eagles called a timeout, which you got to use them at some point. Probably the right time to do it here. It's going to be 2nd and 9.5-ish with 7:23 to go. Eagles now down to 2 timeouts here. 400 likes. Let's ride. There we go. Give me 100 more likes. Let's ride. And sub as well. They keep cutting to the Eagles silent. They just look sad. I mean, I don't blame them. I'd be sad too. Slant to Evans, caught, first down. That was a hell of a play by Mike Evans. So not a first down. When he threw that ball, I'm like, oh, he's not going to get it. He's not going to be ready for it. And Evans, last second, pulls it in. It was really impressive. You talk about late hands as a wide receiver, more so in end zone stuff or sideline stuff. You put your hands up late. Because when the defender's face guarding you, they're going to watch your eyes and your hands. And when your hands go up, their hands are going to go up. So if you put your hands up late, their hands won't be up in time. Great example. It was a very viral training camp clip with the Cowboys Chargers. Keenan Allen with Diggs face guarding him, and Allen just goes, boop, just real quick. And there's no way to defend that unless you guess. And Allen has some of the best late hands in the game. Evans right there. not by design, but by necessity, because he was getting jammed, put those hands up super late as ESPN briefly cut to a Fire Sirianni placard. Tight personnel, Baker, handoff to Rachaad White, first down. They went extra lineman on that play as the Bucs now over 100 yards on the ground. First and 10. Eagles have called their final timeout with 7:12 to play in the football game. They have to go full force the fumble here. It's their only chance. We're not even talking about the game. We're talking about Lane Johnson and and Fletcher Cox and all these old players. Game came down to this. Eagles couldn't make enough tackles. Bucs had caught the ball. This might have been a blowout game. And the Eagles had zero answer for blitz packages. Been a problem for years now with Nick Sirianni. It's a problem. 7:12 to go, 25-9. Tampa ball at the 26. Baker, Rachaad White, the handoff. White is going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish on that one. We are now inside of 7 minutes to play. They gave him 4.5. We'll call it 2nd and 6. Kelsey's getting some gray in his beard. I would too. Hope I don't. Still, for a blonde beard, I think it's pretty good. That sideline is dejected, and I don't blame him. That's how it should be when you're down by 2 scores late in the fourth. Snap comes, White the handoff, getting to the edge, is going to cut it back up, and he's going to lose a yard. Not much there, so 3rd down coming up here for the Bucs on offense. They'll take this down inside of 5:45 to play in the ball game. Well, now there's an injured Eagle. Uh-oh. Darius Slay, what you never want to see, is in some very real pain right now for Philadelphia. We have our first super chat of the night. There we go. I'll drink to it. Cheers, Jimmy. Jimmy Productions. Let's make you happier after the Cowboys lost than seeing the Eagles lose. It's like drinking when you're sad. Like, it might help it short term. Doesn't fix your root problems, you know? Like, you wake up the next morning, all that's still there. So, you know, it helps in the short term, I guess. As an analyst, I'm not going to be, you know, mean, hater, anti, whatever the reverse opposite of Homer is. I guess hater. I don't like cheering against teams and players and stuff unless it directly benefits my team. This does not. I got the meme queued up here. It's going to be 2 trash cans with the caption, "I may be shit, but you're worse than me." And it's going to be captioned, "Cowboys and Eagles fan arguing this entire offseason." That's how it goes. Hit that sub button for more free I made the mistake, NFL YouTube videos. We will have streams for all of the playoff games down the stretch. Every single one of them. Chris and I will be back for the Bills-Chiefs game. We have no rooting interest there. I can't wait this. That's an awesome game to wrap up the playoff schedule. I can't wait. Or wrap up the division round, excuse me. That's going to be off the charts good. I'm excited for it, man. That should be the best game of the divisional round. Can't wait. So sub, we'll be live for that game. Other hosts here will be live for the other 3 playoff games left. We'll be live for the divisional round 2 and the Super Bowl as well. Hit that sub button, youtube.com/chatsportstv for more free videos. We are also, by the way, 76 likes away from another one. Getting low. Getting low. Might be able to finish it. All right, let's go down here to Darius Slay. He was in some serious pain. Oh, he got bent up. Oh. Oh. Grabbed his back. Oh. Slay gets kind of trapped and then bent back, and oof. I hope he's okay. Oh, no. Man, they brought the cart out for Slay. He's sitting up on it at least. Jeez. That sucks, man. Now, Darius Slay has been one of the better corners of the past decade-ish in the NFL. He got bent up and let out a cry in pain and immediately grabbed that back. So I hope he's okay. Otherwise, that's a terrible way to end the game. He's under contract at least. But oof. I just hope he's okay. I hate seeing guys injured. That did not look very good. Did not look good. Keep subbing it up. 60 likes away as well. Fingers crossed on Slay. Not, I hate injuries. Got the towel over his head. And they're going to help him walk to the, maybe an x-ray or something. 3rd and 7 for Tampa. Now there's 5 to go. The clock will now resume. Trips left. Rashad White, the lone back. Eagles bringing pressure. Not picked up. Mayfield, end zone. Godwin, touchdown, Tampa. Godwin tracks it. It's a score for the Bucs. And it's 31-9. Eagles fans have paper bags over their heads. They went to that game and brought those. They went to a playoff game and brought brown paper bags in anticipation of having to wear it. Wow. It will be Lions-Bucs. Extra point is good. It is 32-9. With 5:42 to go, it was just a go ball shot to Chris Godwin. Baker Mayfield is 22 of 36, 337 yards and 3 touchdowns tonight. Wow. Avonte Maddox could not find the ball. Godwin did a great job of tracking it, almost like a punt. Caught it like this, like it was a punt. How about them Bucs? You got to wonder if Nick Sirianni is going to get fired tomorrow or Wednesday. Might just have a coaching search on our hands in Philadelphia. Wow. Running away with it. Bucs Lions is what we're trending towards here. Kick is away. And 6 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback. Oh, we had one good playoff game. It was a game for a while. But we'll see what Philadelphia does in truly what is garbage time. It's been a, less than 10% win chance the entire fourth quarter. Garbage time for me. Wow. Hurts drops back on a 4-man pressure. Throws, finds Swift, and Swift is going to break a tackle and get the first down. But there's 5.5 to go. The Bucs might not dial up many more zero blitzes here. You'll let them nickel and dime you for 10 yards and not risk the 40-yard chunk play and play cover. They're in quarters right now. Hurts under pressure, goes down again.
They're getting pressure with force, so you don't even need to.
This was a great Eagles offensive line, and they have not looked like it tonight. Kind of net down the stretch overall, too. Less than 50 likes away. Baker Mayfield shows up and has a top 3, top 4 playoff performance this week. Wow. Love Allen Stroud, Baker, right? Maybe. Others to argue for. Hurts, check down to Swift, and Swift on 2nd and 16 is going to get a little over half of it. 3rd down. We got 4:20 to go. Puff, puff, like the video. Clock is running. Eagles not showing much urgency, but can you blame them? 4-man front for Tampa. They got press man on Smith at the bottom. Hurts over the middle, caught by Goddard for a first down, and a flag comes out several yards downfield. Goddard is now hurt. He got tackled low. Levante David wanted PI on the offense. Pass interference on the offense on Goddard. So take off the first down. And now Goddard is injured and slow to get up. He gave the full extension armbar there. I don't even know what happened to Goddard on that play. It didn't look that bad. Oh, hyperextended that left knee. That's the angle. Yeah. Didn't look nearly as bad as that Rams one. You could tell, like, oh boy, that was rough. That one, I'm hoping is just going to be a hyperextension. I'm hoping. But it's now 3rd and 18. Bucs are showing the all-out blitz. Hurts a check down, and falling down is Olamide Zaccheaus. It's 4th and forever. Jason Light, the GM, celebrating with Baker. It's supposed to be a rebuilding year for Tampa. Spent $4 million on Baker, ate a bunch of dead money for when they were aggressive and in a bad division. They get the home game. And they technically upset Philadelphia. They were underdogs in this one. 4th and 12. Covey in orbit motion. Bucs bring a zone blitz. Hurts. Caught by Smith. Picked up half of it. Nothing sums up the Eagles' lack of answers for blitz packages than 4th and 12, and you throw a comeback route that's 5 yards short. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Kyle Trask. It's Trask time, baby. 3:12 to go. Now they got Baker in there still. Chase Edmonds, the lone back. Handoff. Edmonds up the middle is going to get 4. Now they're giving 3. Eagles cannot stop the clock here. Bucs, Lions. Lions won 26 last time these two teams played. Bucs lost to Philly, though, as well. We are 28 likes away. I'll finish it if we get there. Extra lineman, I think, in the game here. Handoff to Edmonds. Edmonds is going to stay on his feet and get 4. That will take us down to the 2-minute warning. So 3rd down coming up here. Two-minute warning. A first down would allow them to ice it and kneel it out. $15 likes away. It'll be Bucs Lions on Sunday. I believe on NBC is that game's time slot, I believe. We had one good playoff game this year. And then the wild card round. I mean, one like really good game. It was Rams-Lions. Everything else was 2 touchdowns or more. Bucs going to win this one 32-9. We will have for you in 25, 30 minutes or so after the game ends. We'll do our NFC playoff picture video. We'll break down the games, the times, the matchups, all of it. The AFC playoff picture video is already out at this stage. So you can check that out right now. We're kind of previewing it, players to watch, etc. Solid start on that video. Appreciate that game. Sum it up. 7 likes away, and I'll finish it. And Edmonds, I assume Chase Edmonds' handoff for a first down here would ice this game. Then they could let Baker Mayfield kneel it out. Like that video. 8 likes away. What killed the Eagles in the end? 0 of 9 on 3rd down, 0 of 2 on 4th down. On how many 0 blitzes? Told you going in. Didn't have an answer. The Bucs love the blitz. Good coaching by the Bucs. Know your opponent's weaknesses. Because if I know it, and you guys should know it too. Because I'm just some dude. You're an NFL coach. 500 likes. Let's finish it. Thanks, gang. Final play coming up here. Or potential final 3rd down play, I should say. You know, matters, quote unquote. Foxtrot Gaming. Remember when there were Eagles fans in the Cowboys chat last night trolling Fire McCarthy? 2 things are bad. I think Niners and Packers fans get to, as the Bucs will not get the first down, by the way. I'd go for it and throw it, by the way. End it. Yeah, you can't. Those 2 fan bases will be arguing all year long, Foxtrot Gaming, all season long, of who's more shit. The bird turd or the person turd? Which is grosser? That's how it goes. So 4th down coming up here. Bucs will take this down. They will go for it as well. Baker's under center on 4th and 6 with a single back and heavy personnel. Hands it off to Edmonds, who doesn't get it. It's kind of weird. So Eagles will have 110 to maybe get some garbage time here. Vanquish time. What a night it was for the Cowboys. That was a bad night. A bad night. Charles Berger. Another super chat. Hey, Tom, as you know, my season ended yesterday. I always do matter to send this. Thank you. I'll be seeing you on future videos at the draft. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. Yeah, for all of our channels here at Chat Sports, just because the game ends doesn't mean that we stop covering it. We will have you guys covered across the board for all of our different channels with all the latest updates on news, rumors, and more. So I think the available team channels is in the description, but it's also available on the channel too. The Eagles' backups are in the game, by the way, and they're going to run this clock out. They will bleed this clock down, and they've given up. It'll be Bucs, Lions, Niners, Packers, Ravens, Texans, Bills, Chiefs. Jason Kelce looks like he's in tears on the sideline. Makes you wonder if he thinks that's it. Kenny Gainwell, final play of the game. Tampa wins 32-9. Jason Kelce looks very emotional on the sidelines here. I think he's hugging his O-line coach. And the O-line coach looks kind of surprised. I wonder if Jason Kelce just told him, this is it for me. He was just kind of staring at him. All right, that's it for us tonight. Bucs 32, Eagles 9. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll sign off here. NFC playoff picture available in, call it a half hour. Don't miss out. Hit that sub button right now.